one song that doesn't get a lot of love that was badass by them is like, how many mics do you rip on the daily? Me say mini money, me say mini mini mini.
How many mics do you rip on the daily? Many money, me say many, that shit was fire.
That shit was fire, bro.
Bro, you just said that. I kind of got goosebumps. Like, oh shit, I forgot about that shit.
Those were the like Dre's albums always had a few like interludes or like made you want to listen to the whole album. You know, Fuji's like that part where he's like, you think I opened up a wing check in the middle of the hood and don't represent? Oh, kick your ass, Wu-Tang. He said, yeah, I want 8 fried hard.
Like, I want 8 fried hard shit.
What is this?
Don't put the little retarded
Leg in there.
Yeah. It's like,
what is this?
Chinese restaurant, like Burger King, have it your way.
What is this? You think I open shop in the middle of the hood? Don't fucking represent.
I see you two are just bitch ass niggas.
Yes.
That was my aim, bro. You killing it right now.
I wake up out of my sleep. You gotta make me Jose. Hold it in and take a drink. Or whatever you drink. I'm sorry. There's alcohol in it. Then you blow it out. Alright.
Welcome back to the Kung Fu Hustle Podcast. I'm Hateful J. That's my dog Cold Cut.
What to do?
The world is still crazy. How are y'all doing? Hopefully good. We are back. Sports are almost back. But beyond that, man, there's a lot of things going on in the world, which is
Definitely
all a part of one thing at this point. We talked about feelings of shit last week.
Yeah.
After another week of more madness, how do you feel about what's going on? How are you feeling about things, the world, the state of everything, Cold Cut?
Well, I want to preface it. So, an incident happened in Buffalo where that 74-year-old man got pushed down and he's bleeding.
Leaking,
Those
bro.
2 police officers get dismissed without pay or suspended without pay.
Yes.
So then the other 55 police officers resigned.
Mm.
This happened yesterday.
Yeah, I did see that. I saw that.
So now you got the cops against us kind of mentality, and you know, it's all relative to your experience right now.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. It's definitely
So what I'm
who you are, where you stand, and shit.
you know, a lot of people believe that you just let this thing ride out and it'll take care of itself. And then you got people talking about military and this and that, and I don't want to see it get that ugly. I support Black Lives Matter. I think this has been a great awakening as far as everybody's way of thinking, but I don't think the right people are being blamed for the violence. I think it's Antifa. I think it's the Democratic Party. I think all the conspiracies. If there's smoke, there's fire.
Mm-hmm.
I don't, the bricks being strategically placed throughout the city.
Yeah, bro.
And then you see
them destroying the waters and shit.
Yeah, man. And it seems like they're in all black, of course, and they're white.
Yeah. I don't want to get too conspiracy, but if you know a certain part of history, bro, and I'm gonna start at a certain place.
Let's go.
And then I'm gonna see how you doing personally, because we not skip that, but it's kind of shit's at the forefront. If you know the original history of the whole Republican Democrat thing, back when all this shit started, then you know about the New World Order shit. You know about the strategies. You know about the steps to take.
Yes.
If you know about the Republican Party was actually freeing the slaves. The Democratic Party wanted the slaves.
Right.
The first Democrats was 150 black people and 20 white dudes. Blase. The Democrats are the one that this is the original. This is thing that used to be in books. I don't know if you can find this shit in the library anymore. Like this shit I learned in high school.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, from the older heads. But it was in books. Everything you read ain't true. But
true.
if you look at it like that though, and the whole KKK thing was used to force black Republicans to be Democrat, so on and so forth. If you follow that trail of conspiracies, this is all in line.
Yeah.
It's all in line. It's literally, if you're following the conspiracy outside of the racism and shit, because that's true, that's real. We ain't gotta say that. But you follow conspiracy, everything that's happening, turn the people against each other.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Destroy the system. The main part of it is put a president in place that the people will hate. turn all the people against them, so on and so forth.
Yes.
And literally, if you can find that documentation, it's going to plan.
It is, and they locked us down with the COVID-19, which we both agree that was a step.
Yep.
So I don't know, man. The freedoms that we once had, I think they're starting to slip, and it makes me upset for my kids.
Yeah.
Just them locking us down is also kind of unconstitutional if you think about it.
Yeah.
It should be up to the individual to choose.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of believers in that. And it's a tough thing to pick one side or the other for me. I've never been that I'm not a Republican and I'm not a Democrat.
Yeah, me either.
I like some of the liberal stuff, but there's some I don't like.
Yeah.
So I've never really been a bandwagon kind of guy. I like to be a free thinker.
Yep.
And even right now, I'm having a hard time to choose a side because I don't designate. I'm a loner.
Yeah.
I was the only child for a while, so I know how to entertain myself.
Like, I think if you're a real ass person that sees shit for what it is, you don't need to choose a side, and you wouldn't.
Exactly.
Honestly, because that's why I know I told you this story. I told Steph this story of when I stopped even following politics. Is the day that I knew Obama was going to be elected. Not because of what it was, because it felt wrong. It just didn't feel right. It's something about it felt set up. And it wasn't even that. That's when I got iffy. But then I watched the news after that. I watched everything people were saying. I'm like, oh, yeah, I know what they're doing.
Well,
I see what's happening. I'm Gucci. I'm not. And it's just all to feed us whatever they're trying to feed us at the moment, bro. That's how I feel about it.
I agree.
So I'm not going to be like, oh, Democrats this, Republicans that. I don't know what the fuck they got going on.
Right.
You know what I mean? My job is to be the best person I can be, take care of mine, not be a dickhead because of what you choose to do in your life. And that's all it is for me. But yeah, the world is a little crazy right now. With everything going on, we got NFL coming out with good stuff, bad stuff too.
Yeah.
Roger Goodell made a statement about, pertaining to the whole Colin Kaepernick thing, which was well overdue. I still think that's crazy that he's not an NFL bro over that shit.
Nah, he at least has a backup for a team.
Yeah.
He's good enough to be a backup for a team. I mean, he had a couple years there where he was the Patrick Mahomes. He was zipping the ball in the 49ers with Harbaugh.
Yeah, he left. He left with as a Super Bowl competitor, bro.
Yeah.
And he wasn't playing that long.
And Roger Goodell, he's pretty firm on his stances. He's just an old school kind of mentality.
Yeah.
But he did the right thing. He reached out to Michael Thomas, Tyrann Mathieu, a bunch of NFL players, and and he said he was wrong and he apologized. That's a step.
Yeah. What do you think happened, bro? Think he get his job back? But wait, before you answer that, I did hear that he has turned down a few offers in these years. I've been terrible at keeping up with NFL news, maybe the past 2-3 years. But I'm gonna get back on it, I promise. But has he turned down?
I would imagine he has, but if Robert Griffin can be a backup for Baltimore, Colin Kaepernick can be a backup somewhere. I mean, Jacksonville would have loved him this year, right? Maybe.
Bro, Robert Griffin?
Yeah, but Robert Griffin was still.
What happened to Rob? Man, I had
too many injuries, bro.
Yeah, he did get fucked up.
He had 2 years there where he got destroyed.
That's equivalent to Derrick Rose to me.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah,
definitely.
Derrick Rose had way more time to shine, and he did.
Yeah.
RG3 didn't even get a.
He had a 1-year rookie come out it was all right, cool, here we go.
Yeah.
And then, man, he just had some bad injuries.
Damn, bro. I would have loved to see him. He still got a chance to be somebody, though.
I tell you, if you watched him when he was at Baylor, was it Baylor, right?
I think so.
Oh, man, they were putting up 6 passing touchdowns a game.
Yeah.
He was money.
It was
and he
busy.
ran a 4.4. I remember that.
That's fast,
4.3, 4.4 as a quarterback.
Jesus
That's
Christ.
Lamar Jackson fast.
But, yeah, that is. But, like other NFL shit, like I said, with the current times, we had some players get exposed.
Drew Brees.
Yeah. I don't know details, Coco. If you got details, you know what I mean?
All that I know is that Drew Brees said that he didn't like any protests against the American flag. He came out earlier in the week.
Yeah.
And there was backlash. And then he said he called up some of his teammates and they had some talks.
Yeah.
And he has a different perspective and he apologized and he's looking at things that he's looking at it at a different shade.
Yeah, I heard a couple of people say, like, a couple of the professional anchors or whatever say that they think that some people took what he was saying wrong. There's only a few people backing that up, but I did see a lot of the teammates, shoot out tweets to Drew Brees. Like, a lot of people had some shit to say about that. And like, I mean, I think it was like he's retarded for this statement. I just think he didn't think about what the fuck he was saying, and that's on him.
He didn't filter himself.
But I don't never look at it like a super extreme thing because I think it's made way more because he's an athlete. It's just like I've seen a lot more people closer to me and people that I know and like know through friends that said some shit, and I'm like, ooh, really? Like,
and
okay.
you just store it,
Yeah, memory banks. Hey, my block list is long, bro. That motherfucker is long.
Oh man,
it's a scroll.
I told Jenna the other day, man, we were debating unplugging for a while.
It's necessary. I just can't because of my pages.
We can't,
and I don't even want to do shit to my pages. I haven't been able to post
family
anything.
members that we have that enjoy the pictures of our kids and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know, man, and I have gotten better. I'm just there. You and I shared that moment with Denzel Washington.
Yeah.
And he, the guy got arrested, but he kind of diffused the situation, so to speak.
Yeah.
And it speaks a lot about Denzel's soul, but that's the change that needs to happen. When you see something, we're not all Denzel. We can't walk up on the police doing his job, and it's going to go that smoothly.
And I was surprised it went that smooth for him. I was surprised there wasn't a moment there was like, back up, and he had to be like, it's me, nigga. Let's go. Like, you know what I'm saying? Pelican Bay.
Oh, Pelican Bay.
You know what I'm saying? But I think that's dope. But if y'all don't know, Denzel always has spoke out about shit like that, too. Like, there's a lot of footage of him. Like, he's always spoken about that. He's always spoken about just motivation and follow your dreams. And that's a grown-ass man right there. The way he says it, him and Will Smith, the way they speak about shit like that is
one of Denzel's best. There's a bunch of them, but he says, every night before you go to bed, put your house slippers under your bed. So when you wake up in the morning, you got to get on your knees to get them to start your day. Yeah. Just humble yourself to start the day and know that you got to put in work now. Nothing's easy.
That's dope.
Nothing's easy.
That's dope. See? Yeah, man.
That's what I like that kind of
We
stuff.
need a lot of that right now.
Yes, we do.
But yeah, man, like I said, the follies of some of these NFL players, said your boy, who was it? They got caught up with the text. He was like, elite. He said elite white people should get him.
Oh, yeah, Jake Fromm.
There you go.
The quarterback who just got drafted from Georgia in the 5th round by the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah. He caught some flack, apologized. Don't you have to be a bunch of people too?
You have to be smarter.
I don't know. I guess
but True Color. You're right.
I guess they really got
colors,
those
they really got those
the
emotions.
motherfuckers you see on TV, the jock type racist motherfuckers. Like it's all kind of people.
I know there
You
are.
never know till you know.
Never know. You're right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's been a lot of folks, bro. It was one thing that got exposed. What's that lady named Laura something? That wanted hated on LeBron for speaking on politics. And it was like, you're an athlete. You shouldn't speak on politics.
Lauren Michaels?
Yeah, there you go. Something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. But then she like bigged up either Drew Brees or the other guy. And it was way more like clearly racist shit.
Right.
But it's a lot of people exposing themselves, man. But there's a lot of people supporting the cause, whether it's, I don't know people's reasons. I never support that. I never act like I know why people do shit. But there's a lot of people supporting, Netflix putting out statements, a lot of people putting out statements and showing like, we're not afraid to support this cause.
Well, locally, Eli's Barbecue.
Eli's. Shout out them.
In the midst of all this, their OTR location, they decide, you know what, we're going to do something for the black community. Anybody in our black community comes to our restaurant, eat for free. Well, then there was backlash about, well, why not for cops? Why not for white people? All lives matter. They start that whole damn thing. Man, it makes me mad as a white person who doesn't believe that.
Yeah.
Perspective is everything.
All about perspective.
And your journey is personal to you.
Yeah.
I try to just keep an open mind in everything. The only 3 things I truly live by is courage, wisdom, and moderation with a little bit of Jesus.
Yep.
Because I
sprinkle that Jesus.
Yeah, there's too much proof.
Yeah.
But I do think the story's been skewed.
Yes.
But I haven't done enough research to even debate that.
Yeah.
The point that I'm trying to make is there's good in all races. There's bad in all races. When you pin us up and we think it's part of the master plan, like we talked about the New World Order,
100%.
the Antifa, who is,
And I'll talk to you more about that,
yeah,
too.
they're just, they've been around since 1940.
Yeah.
And it's about stirring the pot. It's getting ready to be an election.
Mm-hmm.
Trump versus Biden.
Yep.
I don't know how in the world the Democratic Party can feel good about Biden.
Bro, he is nasty.
He's not there mentally.
Bro, he is nasty.
That's the best that we got.
Bro, he's nasty. And that's why, bro, like,
Trump's gonna eat him alive.
I feel like with me and Cole could at some point the politics and it's gonna come out. Like,
yeah.
But I try hard, bro, just to not have any platform to talk about that shit.
That's the best.
The way shit is now, bro, is bogus. Like,
bogus. It shouldn't just be one person either. We should be on that. It should be
well, there's a lot of talk about ending the two-party system. Those people jumping out the window now. You know what I mean? I remember saying on the last show, like, things is going to, you asked me what I think is going to happen after this. Will things get worse or better? And I was like, it's going to be worse for the most part. I'm still standing more on that because
it feels like they're just trying to get that control, bro.
Yeah, bro, because that part of it, that political part and people, is effective.
It is.
People are reacting so
because
ignorantly
people
want
to belong to something,
Yeah. Why can't you just be a person and live and exist, bro?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're going to get into these sports, I promise.
And there's a lot of good people. We're really talking about the 5%.
Mm-hmm.
I think, man, probably 10, 15%.
Yeah.
But the majority of people see the right and the wrong and everything,
Yeah.
That's what it is, right and wrong. Your mama didn't tell you what's right from wrong. That's like the number one job of a parent.
That's all you really got to do. Because we can't really do shit else.
No, it's
Child gonna make mistakes.
A lot of it's pre-wired.
Make decisions when we ain't theirs, but you gotta let them know what's what. So shit bite them in the ass. Like, God damn, I should listen to you, Dad.
And I tell Jeffrey all the time, don't get yourself in something you can't get out of.
Exactly.
That's if you live by that, you're gonna be all right. Mind your business and work hard.
Yep. Just be careful, man.
Yeah.
My mom always told me watch my surroundings, pay attention. Everything was always my thing, and I think in a way that stunned me because I literally did that for a long time. I didn't bust a move on shit.
Right.
But I understood a lot when I started busting moves, though.
Right.
Like, I might have busted moves late, but when I busted moves, bro, I was pinning shit and watching everybody else that's been busting moves before me literally make the same mistake on the same moves. And there's a lot of mistakes I never made. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I was just like, no, I don't like how that look. Oh, that nigga did a good job. What did he do different?
You gotta, what's the word? You gotta self-check.
Hell yeah.
Self-check's big deal, man.
You said that shit.
Know what I mean? Like,
that's the most important thing to me, bro. And it's got to be a constant thing.
It does, because
it's not like you can't ever do whatever. You got to constantly self-check.
But I also, throughout years and experience, I also think if you don't feel like that, then you settled.
Yeah. You comfortable with
so you still have that drive. You still have the you're looking beyond, not so much like future, but you're just you have a different vision, and it's up to each individual to make it happen. But it's overwhelming at times, and there's no real channel for a man to be like, it's a sign of weakness and alpha, and you're all sheep, and then you got whatever, man. It's at the end of the day, life is hard.
That's just talk.
And we're in it. You hear we're in it together. If I'm your friend, we're in it together, man. Call me anytime. I'll talk about anything, and I'm not going to. Everybody knows. That.
Yeah, 100%.
We just talk. If we're gonna talk. Let's talk.
Sometimes that's all you need, bro. Like you see all these, and we just wrapping it off, man. But it's grown man shit. It's okay. Y'all be all right. But you see a lot of these memes, like, and I don't follow memes, but it's one that I see here hard, like when men want to talk, it's something different than when women want to talk, and all that shit like that. And I'm like, it is. But it's funny to me because all the homies need is like sometimes just to vent.
And you know what,
man?
You
know what I mean? And have one motherfucker that at least kind of get it, or if they don't get it, try to get it. You know what I mean?
Well, my wife, Jenna, she's not from around here. She's from Bellefontaine, Ohio.
Yeah.
She went to UC, and I brought her across the creek.
Yeah.
But she yearns for that, too.
Yeah.
Everybody wants a little group. She's part of like a woman's group Facebook forum, and
that's true.
They talk about this and that. And everybody wants to belong to a tribe, right?
Yeah,
It's the whole
facts.
tribal thing.
Outside of your family, outside of everything else.
Because those relationships help define you too. You know, you can only be around your kids and your significant other so much. You're like, you know what, man, I can't stand your eyes. I can't.
Leave me alone.
Why are you breathing? You're breathing loud.
No,
you
I
know,
already know.
it just get on each other's nerves and.
And there's always gonna be motherfuckers that's like different people, bro. Is different relationships. Like,
yeah,
you catch like I got friends I can't vibe with about the same shit I can vibe with you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean, and vice versa.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got some friends that we pretty much boom, 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 but them be the friends I don't really kick it with that much. But then when I do, it's like pop, 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 pop. So it's gotta have those levels.
Yeah, you
like
got those people that you ain't seen in a long time and you just pick up right away.
Boom. No
No matter what.
Yeah. And that's where it's at for real.
I have a lot of friends like that. And, you know, we're all grown. We got families. We're trying to make moves. I am not going to put any pressure on you as a friend. Like, oh, you don't want to hang out?
Yeah, yeah.
Bro, we 42, man.
Yeah.
Like,
just relax.
And now you just pick up the phone, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
Sometimes a good text, a good FaceTime at the right time. And, you know, you're like, hell yeah. Good to see people doing well. Like, my buddy Dave in Florida. He's killing it, man. And I'm so proud of him, bro. A lot of people hating.
It's supposed to be, bro.
Don't hate, man. All my friends, a lot of people from Bellevue have been very successful.
Yeah.
And I love it. Go shine. Do you.
Get busy.
You know?
Get busy is the motto.
But I think the point that I was trying to make is that all humans, male, female, I would imagine transgender, whatever you identify as, you want to be around like-minded people at times.
People you
to
can
share
relate with.
thoughts, concerns.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, I do it from time to time on Facebook. I want to unplug, man.
Yeah.
But there are times I'm like, hey, man, this is what I'm doing with this drywall. And there was like 15 answers from friends. And you know what? 2 of them worked. I needed that advice.
Yeah.
Because I don't do it every day.
Yeah.
So there's power. There's great power in that.
Mm-hmm.
But then we've all seen the negative in the.
Yeah, bro.
Man, it just gets beat in. And you know what else? Say you Google coasters. And all of a sudden you get on Facebook and you're looking and it's like coasters.
Oh, yeah, they know what you want.
Get your personalized. Yeah, man, it's all LinkedIn,
I don't like that, bro.
I don't like it either.
I don't like that, dog.
But there are times it's convenient. So it's like, what are we willing to... And
like you get used to it. Like for me, like there was something I was looking for and I was searching it and I was hoping that my Facebook would throw me a suggestion of one I haven't seen.
Right.
Because I have been searching it so much.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like it got to a point like, and that's just me because it's always something I'm looking for, trying to improve something or something I need to do to make this better. Like, so sometimes that shit come in handy. Or like sometimes it'll be reminded like, oh shit, I do need that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, oh shit, I was interested in that. And like, it can transform you in ways though.
And there's a lot of people that were like, you know, George Floyd, rest in peace, George Floyd. His funeral, there was a lot of people there. And then you got the people who are like, well, are we still quarantined? Is it still COVID-19?
Yeah.
And so there's so many blurred lines right now.
Hella blurred lines.
But news that I've heard is now that temperatures are rising, the COVID-19 cases are dwindling to the point that like they need to get. Looks like in the middle of June.
See, I heard they increased.
See, and I haven't been following it.
But you never know what's real news either.
That's
even with the official networks, they all tell a different story.
Each one, depending upon what party they're affiliated with.
Like I got like some black folks look at CNN a certain way. Other black folks look at it like they don't want to tell the truth. Others be like, nah, they be bullshitting. Same with white folks. Like
my mom is
like,
the generation that watches the news every night.
Yeah, my mama do too.
I don't.
Like I'm like, why are you watching it? Just to call me and if something's really bad, she'll call me and talk about it, or just to be upset. Like I haven't watched the news in years, dog.
And it's all driven by
like
fear.
13 years old, baby. I don't watch the news.
I don't either.
I stopped politics in 2009.
The only thing I used to watch is the weather, but now it's just hit an app on your phone.
Yeah, it's right there.
It's right there.
Right, bro. It's on the
and you can
the
get the
homepage.
radar. The radar is really what you want.
It's on the homepage. Where is that?
Yeah,
it's right there.
Right there.
74 degrees. You tap that, boom. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it comes with the things we hate, which is when it comes to shit like this, when it comes to social issues, it's a very bad influence on people's thoughts, ideas, and where they stand. But you also see the good sides of it too. Some people are actually reaching out and honestly asking the question of,
I think there's
why
I think
is
there's
this
a
this?
lot of, I know the bad gets beat down our throat, but I think there's a lot of good.
yeah. You just gotta-
Anytime
you
you,
do
can
gotta weed
raise
through.
awareness, right?
Yeah.
That's what, and
But you definitely got to weed through to find the positive shit.
you and I talked about this before. I think like our kids,
Yeah.
you know,
They'll be fine.
they'll be fine.
I hope so.
No,
They got to be. Like,
yeah, it's just
if you look
natural.
at it
if you
now-
look in the 40s and the 50s till now, it's getting better. Even with the gay population, the transgender,
yeah.
there's a lot of animal lovers, friggin'. There's so
But you
much.
know what's funny about everything to me? The racism, even the gay stuff, the transgender stuff, anything that's been discriminated against. The target is always like the urban. I feel like, in my opinion, it's always more like centralized in urban communities and shit.
Yes.
But those be the places where the shit was already jumping off at.
Yeah.
Before it was made a big deal in the media, like, it was already gay dudes in the neighborhood. It was already transgender dudes in the
Yeah.
neighborhood. It was already white boys in black neighborhoods.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it was always a black dude in a white neighborhood at some point, like, that had his suburban friends. Like, it was always some things, when it's private and quiet, it was always kind of okay, at least in small spaces.
Right.
But once it gets blew up to, like, this bigger place to where it just, I don't know. I don't know where it goes, how it goes wrong so bad.
But you know what else has been very eye-opening for me as well and my family? It's global.
Yeah. 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 It is.
Okay, so and
I'm
that's
talking about
and
the protesting and all that now.
yeah, man.
Bro, Ireland, South Africa, Puerto
Everywhere.
Rico. It's
Well,
like,
and you know South Africa's already had that.
Australia,
Yeah.
but everywhere though.
But the point being, it's a human thing.
Yeah.
You know.
People seeing the
And I
humane
do see.
part of
I see color.
it. Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of people I don't see color. Like I know
Yeah.
my black friends talk a certain way, eat a certain way. It's cultural.
Yeah.
My Latin friend, hey, Bobby,
Bro,
you know,
yeah, bro. I've done the white voice to my white friends so much that sometimes I slip into that shit.
right,
Like, I've done
Right.
it. I've done it for days on end just to fuck with managers.
bro.
Like, all kind of shit, bro.
I went to an all-black school in the 8th grade in Durham, North Carolina, and thank God for sports. But you know what? That 1 year, probably one of the most fun years ever. I made great relationships with friends.
Yeah.
It was a blast,
Yeah, bro.
and it was that I needed that at that point because that was right before freshman year. Pretty impressionable year. I think 8th grade's pretty important.
Yeah.
Pivotal.
That middle
Can
school
be.
year,
It
bro.
can be good and bad.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, middle school.
that's
was
what gave me a little bit of my
trash.
flavor. Shit, it's
Yeah.
all part of your journey.
You gotta embrace that shit, man. You better start seeing color. Just don't hate a color.
Yeah.
Like that's all it is. Like
Who
you-
has time?
you gotta think all these people go.
Who has that much time to put that much energy into hating something?
I don't know, but you know what's nuts to me? The same people that, and I'm not gonna put a label on nothing, but y'all know what I'm talking about. If y'all listen to us, y'all know real shit. The same people that are, I guess, you're racist and don't care about other cultures, are the same people who take those vacations to other places to see their culture.
Yeah.
Are the same people that spend
brother,
tons of money to go embrace another culture, but when it's at home,
That's a great point.
it's a totally different thing.
You know what? That's a great point because we went to Roatan, which is it's in the Caribbean, around El Salvador, and we went on a little guide to a private beach, you know, because that's what tourists do, right?
Yeah.
And me and the wifey were sitting there chilling, and our host on the way with the bus had a microphone, and he says 90% of this island's economical thing is from cruises.
Yeah.
So think what COVID-19 did to that little section of the world. Destroyed it because there's been no cruise ships
nothing.
in and out of there.
And that
There's
shit
no-
started
and that's-
2 months ago, right?
Oh, I mean,
April,
it
March,
really,
into March, the
dude.
shits jump off.
Oh man.
No, they can have them
Well,
at the beginning of the year, depending on where the cruise is.
the one in
You just gotta
January. There
take
was
a
one in
plane.
January that was an 18-month cruise.
Yeah.
They got called out there.
Oh my God, 18 months.
Yeah. Or 8
How much money did they miss? How much money did they miss, bro?
I mean, bro, just for a drink ticket
Good
for one person, it's
God.
$50 a day.
How many people be on a cruise? You been on one? How many people would you estimate
At least 1,000
on one cruise, bro?
on one cruise.
And how much you say the ticket was?
Maybe,
The drink ticket?
Drink ticket was just 51. It was $52 a day per adult.
What was y'all fees without like with just a cruise, all your cruise fees? How much would you estimate all your cruise fees before you even stepped on the boat?
$850, and then another $250 for the plane ticket.
Bro, that's $1 million.
Yeah,
They making $1 million off of that right there. What? So if you don't buy that, you still got to spend on the cruise, right?
Yeah.
Get out of here.
And the drinks are about $12 a piece.
That's $1 million before you take off. That's $1 million the first day.
Oh, they're good at it, man. You know where they get you. You know the little tricky.
That's $1
little
million.
Hey, if you're ever going on the cruise, it's good to tip because then you get the cabana boy that brings you the drinks first.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Feel real cool and shit.
Yeah.
But then at the end of the cruise, they put a gratuity charge on your house account that's connected to your credit card. We had done so well not putting anything on our credit card.
Bro, a 3-day cruise is like $8 million or some shit. That's crazy estimation. I'm
Yeah, we were gone a week.
That's a lot of money.
We stopped at 4 places, man.
Nigga.
It was, hey man,
That's sad though when you think about it.
I'm from here, man. So anytime I can get my ass somewhere, I got a passport now. You know.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
hey, cool.
I ain't got one of them. I'm scared to go
Go
in
to
and
the post
do
office,
anything.
man. Super easy. Super easy.
Word. But yeah, bro. Very impactful times. I don't know where things gonna go up or down. See the Black Lives Matter in front of the White House. Mayor,
I like that.
see the mayor doing his thing.
Yeah, DC.
Yeah, he's getting busy. It's just a lot of shit, man. It's a lot of shit happening, but
I think each time this happens in society, I think a little bit more of the population starts to kind of open up a little bit.
yeah,
You know.
yeah,
And like we've been talking about, you know, most of the damage done in them riots is by people outside
Instigators.
of the community.
instigators.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, and even so, man, I'm not. Like I said, I'm not for destruction, but I understand what.
Could you imagine
I
being a
understand
police
how
officer
change
right now,
comes.
Jason? Say,
No, sir.
say for instance, you was a police officer. You had, you know, family of 4, and you've been doing it for a while. And the only reason you're doing it because, you know, if you work another 10 years, you can retire with benefits. Right?
That pension.
Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden this happens, and you're thrown into 16-hour shifts for 2 weeks, and these people are like right in front of your face, flipping you off, and it's all perspective, isn't it, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I would have to take the route that a lot of officers did and just be like, bro, put the shit down and let's pray together.
Put Neil
Like,
together.
I feel you.
Yeah,
Like,
I
that's all
like
you
that.
can do
Yeah,
is
that's
show
all you
empathy.
can do. Empathy.
Like you
Agreed.
can't help your cop.
A little
Understand that
gratitude
you're a bad
goes
cop.
a long way.
Like I feel like most people know all cops ain't bad, but right now it's about a bigger thing, and the best way to do it is just fucking do what they did. What was it, Michigan? The Michigan sheriff.
Michigan did a
A
good
bunch
job.
of places did it. Shit, for our local police gave out water and ice cream.
Yeah.
But our protest ain't nothing compared to what's going on in the rest of the world. Not comparing, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Like it's not that big of a.
Let me ask you this. I know you've been following a lot of live feeds.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on what's been going on live from your sources?
Minneapolis.
Because I don't have those.
Minneapolis is the only one that's really been keeping up on their live feeds. Most places are peaceful. Minneapolis has been doing the first night they did it, there was a curfew. They were worried about the National Guard coming to the memorial site of
Right.
George Floyd.
Right.
And they were pretty much trying to silently protest, sitting in a circle at that site. They were trying to make it there the morning without anybody bothering them.
Right.
And they did. But right in that time, CNN showed up. The local 9 News showed up, and they started setting up. The second night, that's when right before a lot of celebrities showed up. Jimmy Kimmel showed up. He was there.
Yeah.
But
Jamie Foxx.
they've just been really big, peaceful circles all night till the morning. It's been calm, man.
Good.
But, you know, I haven't seen live feeds of it. Apparently there's still destruction everywhere. There's a lot of just other videos I've seen. But I've noticed there's a lot of shit that's being taken from other events and placed in this too. So y'all got to watch out for the fake shit.
So I know locally, I don't know if it's today or tomorrow, but Erlanger's got a thing going on,
yeah.
and they're walking from like the old
Bro,
Kmart.
did you
up
see
to
the motherfuckers in the comments on that?
Mm-mm.
Hella racist, bro.
Bro,
It's bad.
I
bro.
don't. I'm done reading the comments on
Me too,
anything,
bro.
man.
I can't
I'm
do it
done.
no
I
more.
can't do it because
It's hard, bro.
I don't want to lose all my friends.
Yeah. I ain't really worried about it. I only got a few that I fuck with for real anyway. The rest of y'all can go the hell on.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's about 7 of them. It's about 11 of them. Well, whatever. We'll count about 11.
About
About 11 of them. But yeah, man, it is other things going on while this is going on, which is it's crazy that all this other weird shit. 'Cause I know you got some strange news.
Yeah.
It's a lot of other weird, really like revolutionary shit going on in the science world. Not as revolutionary in society, but we're not even paying it no attention.
I mean, this year you had UFOs confirmed.
Yeah. Which
we-
I'm happy about, bro.
I am too, man.
I'm fucking happy as shit about. That's all I wanted before. Like that's all I wanted. That's one of the things on my bucket list.
I had a black light poster of an alien.
Hell yeah.
It was in my rotation for
Hell
sure.
yeah, bro.
You got us going to space with SpaceX. You got COVID-19. You got killer hornets. You got the protests. You got the unjust killing of George Floyd.
Mm-hmm.
And now there is evidence of Britain's Atlantis, the hidden city under the sea.
I'm with that shit.
Because scientists discovered 2 potential prehistoric settlements, like 2 big old stones
Yeah.
that come from 2 settlements that used to be at the bottom of the North Sea, which is now the North Sea, which is super deep. But they say in 7700 BC,
Yeah.
they were live and thriving cities that had like the best soil.
Yeah.
And Atlantis was part of with Rome, and there was different battles and things like that. But
Yeah.
the fact that they've actually they found a site now that they can actually see, because the North Sea is one of the toughest in the world, and it's so deep.
Bro, I'm excited about shit like this.
So Atlantis,
Shit
man,
like
you know
this
what I mean?
makes me so happy.
And then
bro.
in my head, I'm like, what's next? Bigfoot?
Bro,
somebody gonna
Bro.
get Bigfoot, bro.
Listen, I'm telling y'all, we only 6 months in. Everything has happened, bro.
Yeah, 2020 is
Like I don't want to sound crazy, but one of these deaths in the recent has broke a seal somewhere. Like if you want to get in your supernatural mythical bag,
like the old Scooby-Doo where the coffin kind of.
yeah, bro. Like one of these people was the seal, was embedded with the seal. I don't know if it was Juice WRLD or Kobe Bryant. One of them niggas had a seal on them, and when they died, it cracked the seal, and fucking all hell broke loose. I watched a lot of movies, some Stargate shit or something. I'm telling you, but like, what the fuck is going on, dog?
How can you live in Florida, and there's
Rest
parts.
in peace to both of them too. While I bring them up.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're good. There's parts of New Orleans that they had the government had to come in and move the people because they're about to be all the way underwater. And they moved the people, and where they used to live is now completely underwater, with the polar caps melting, which is a real thing. If you live in Florida, I mean, it's gonna be underwater soon.
Yeah, bro.
Florida,
It's right there. It's level with it.
Florida. You can't even dig basements in Florida. Like, it's gonna be underwater soon, bro. There's no way about it. The sea level has been rising rapidly every year.
Eventually, all of us gonna be in the mountains. Probably won't be in our lifetime.
We're good because we're above the Rocky Mountains or whatever. But I mean, and you always hear people talk about California. There's going to be an earthquake and it's going to fall into the ocean. There was always that myth,
And it was gonna break off of the map.
Mhm.
Yeah, all that. That was supposed to happen in the next like 10 or 15 years or some shit for it.
because there's that huge fault
Yep.
where the Earth is supposedly shifting.
I guess when a mass like that breaks, it breaks though. You know what I mean? That one crack, it's like a ripple effect. Just
Yeah, that's
all
what
it takes is that one shape.
I mean, remember that big tsunami? That's what happened in the tsunami. Is that under the ocean there was just kind of moved a little bit, and it caused destruction.
Yeah. Is that just something that was like going through the houses and shit?
Mm-hmm. Oh, that was the one that
bro.
just disintegrated everything, man, and killed a lot. That was horrible.
Fucking crazy. Nature, hey.
If you're ever walking on the beach and the water's gone, get to high ground. That's what I learned from that. Because you watch live footage.
That shit coming back.
You see all these tourists out there like, oh my God, what's happening? And then you see the people on top of the hotels like,
get out of there!
it's too late. It's already too late.
Yeah. Sorry! Yeah, like.
You gotta find a mountain. You gotta get high.
Fuck that shit.
Because you don't know if all the buildings are going to be able to take that with that punishment.
Yeah, but nature going crazy. Let me ask you something, though.
Yeah.
If there had to be one more wild thing to happen this year, what do you want to see?
What do I...
What do you want proof
I know.
of? What do you want to come out and be like, oh, this is real?
I don't want to see a tornado.
Yeah.
Let's see. Something that I hope is real.
Some wild shit. Some shit that we wouldn't expect.
Hmm.
Loch Ness Monster, Ghost is real level type shit.
All right, Bigfoot be
You
cool.
want Bigfoot? Bigfoot will be dope.
Or
Just make a press conference like, I'm a man.
like growing up,
Right.
I liked that movie Silver Bullet about the werewolf. So
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
instead of Bigfoot, maybe there's a live werewolf captured in like maybe El Paso, Texas, or somewhere out
Yeah.
there.
Is he Latino
man.
werewolf or is he just an American man like Frank?
No, he would definitely be somewhat. No, he would just be normal guy, Frank.
Frank or like Victor,
Yeah,
something like that. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? His mom was Latino, his daddy was.
werewolf would be cool.
Yeah.
Or like the vampires.
Oh, bro. That's dope, but that's scary as fuck, too.
That would be.
Like,
Man,
because once they like, we here, it's like, fuck it. We here. I can't really do shit. We at
what's
your
your
door.
favorite vampire movie? I like Lost Boys.
Ooh, Bro, that's a hell of a one.
Interview with the Vampire was good.
Interview with the Vampire was
That was
fire.
really
I like Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Yeah.
For real, bro. I like 30 Days a Night a lot.
Oh, what's the one with
The one in
Antonio
Alaska.
Banderas? Which one is
He was in that was an Interview with the Vampire. He was in that one. I know that.
But he was
was
also
right.
in another one with Selma Hayek, right?
Was he in no, Sam Hayek was in
That
Dust
was
Till
a
Dawn.
Desperate.
Dust Till Dawn. Desperado, he was just a he was just a regular
right,
dude.
Yeah.
But Dust Till Dawn is definitely up there.
Yes.
They might have to be it because I'm Quentin Tarantino bias. And George
Yes.
Clooney, and they killed that
They
shit.
killed it.
And Sam Hayek is like my top.
Right.
You know what I mean? If I got this question like, who do you want? Like Sam Hayek, right now. Like, that's all I want. Leave me
Do
alone.
you want the app special? No, Selma Hayek.
Sam Hayek. You know what I'm saying?
On a bagel.
You know what I mean? Cream cheese. In the right places.
In the right place.
You know what I'm saying? Anywho, anything else crazy going on in the world, bro? Besides Atlantis, I'm ready.
You know,
I hope that's real.
just a few positives. You know, don't want to be all negative. So
Yeah, I got some fun shit too.
you know, Michael Jordan donated $100 million for racial equality and social justice. It's
Yeah.
good that
I was talking all that shit about MJ. Look at him. You stepped it up.
man, he's always stepping up.
He was
bro.
ready, man.
He's always ready.
He's
And then you got
done
Kanye. You know, Kanye, whether you love him, you like him, you respect him, whatever, he's just there.
I respect him for him always just being him. I might not agree with him all the time.
He's gonna pay the college tuition for a college fund for
but
George
I saw
Floyd's
that.
daughter.
I saw that. That's dope as fuck.
And then he also donated $2 million to Black Lives Matter, all the some black charities.
Yeah.
A
lot of people stepping up, bro.
I love that, man.
A lot of people
That's
stepping
part
up.
of it, man.
And I'm not never about like giving celebrities credit because they got it. But I'm not wanting people to say that either because they don't have to do shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they got all that money. Just be like, man, I'm good. You know what I mean?
And Kanye, he likes to stir the pot. I've watched a
He
few
loves
things.
controversy,
man,
bro.
I've watched a few things. A couple rappers have called him out here lately. Like, why you?
Yeah.
Like, so I don't know. His music, the gospel album was actually pretty good.
I never checked it out.
It's
I never
fire.
checked it out.
But
But yeah, hell yeah.
no,
I got a few like random things. Just on a weird note, bro. I was watching because anytime before we do the show, before I do any show, I got the theme on the TV.
yeah.
So ain't shit on ESPN on Saturday.
Nothing.
Got a little Sports Center, and I'm watching these guys in this cornhole tournament, and these motherfuckers get busy.
Yeah,
Bro, they got form.
Mm-hmm.
One dude did like the ballerina thing where his foot kept coming up all the way up to his back, and he would hold the pose. And he was a chunky dude too, and it was weird. Like, bro, it was crazy. He was graceful as fuck. But like, I'm watching that, bro. These motherfuckers getting buckets. I'm talking about 6 in a row in cornhole.
Yeah, I'm not that good at it, man. I haven't played enough. I know some people take it pretty serious.
Yeah, bro, I've tried it, and I every now and then
Bro,
get in the groove. But
Here's
nah.
the thing about humans, right, and their hobbies.
Yeah.
There's somebody who specializes in everything, and that's their world. Like my dad,
Yep.
the joke with my friends growing up, my dad was like a pretty good dart thrower and was pretty well respected around here, and he'd win money in tournaments and stuff.
Hell yeah.
And everybody's like, they'd come to my house, and it would say donkey, which is like darters of northern Kentucky.
Yeah.
I got so much shit for that. Dude, but
It's like
what the point I'm trying to make
Daughters
is
of
like,
Northern Kentucky,
Yeah.
bro.
it,
That's
it
a
was
setup.
bad, but
They set y'all
NEO
asses
was a
up.
dartboard, and they had to like. But anyways,
That's hilarious.
people find what they like, man. Like the frisbee golfers, you got, you collect the Funko Pops,
Yeah,
and, you know,
fig pens and shit. Yeah.
man. And
I go hard.
everybody's got something they enjoy.
Yeah.
That's
and
what makes
and you
us
got
unique.
to. And that kind of relates to what I was going to say, too, because just in that, like, you see hobbies turn to sports. And I was just thinking, like, anything could be a sport, man. Like, you just got to have enough motherfuckers that like doing it and want to
Yeah.
do it competitively. Anything could be a fucking sport. Like,
Yeah.
I used to think about motherfuckers playing Pokemon cards back in the day. And you know those people that get paid to be in tournaments or doing that, to do that shit?
Right. I was creative this week. It got kind of hot, and the kids were whining and getting on my nerves. And instead of beating them,
Yeah.
I took a water hose and I bungee corded it to the side of a trampoline and I turned it on. And then I took a tennis ball and I made a game. I made Jeffrey and Vera put their nose on the net, and I threw the ball. And the first to get the ball got the point. Bro, it was nice.
That's dope.
It was aggressive.
That's dope as fuck.
Vera is definitely intense.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Jeffrey was a good sport.
Bro, that video, I ain't going to talk about it here. But, man, if Willie ever dropped this certain video, it's going to be the best laugh I ever got. Until then, I'm just going to enjoy it on my own because it's funny.
Yeah,
You know,
my
inside
daughter
joke.
Vera
Inside
has a really cool video where it shows that we don't know what we're doing raising kids, but she's adorable and we love her.
It was hilarious. Like
We'll
a
always-
mistake all kids make, they usually probably don't record themselves doing it.
Well,
You know
now
what I
she
mean?
wants to do a vlog, and we're like,
Nah, not yet. Hey, she got an idea, bro. Cupcake. Cupcake channel.
Vera's Cupcake Channel. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna jump right into the sports. But before that, I don't know if you knew, Willie, but tomorrow, dog, they doing the Bruce Lee 30 for 30. Be water.
Wow.
I'm
No,
ready.
I was not aware.
Tomorrow, dog. Which will be today for y'all watching. If y'all watching it on Sunday, because I'm dropping this at 8 a.m. tomorrow.
What?
You know what I'm saying?
Making moves.
but-
Money moves.
I watched that little trailer, and then I watched because you know Kareem was in Enter the Dragon.
Yes.
Or Return of the Dragon, one of them I can never remember. But he was talking about that he actually trained with Bruce Lee.
Right.
And it was when in his UCLA days. But he said the first thing he did, and this is so dope, bro. First thing he did was have Kareem hit and kick it back.
Mm-hmm.
And Kareem was pretty much like, yeah, I can do that. You know what I mean? And it's an interview on YouTube. Y'all can check it out
Right.
too. He was like, yeah, I can do that. It's easy. That's what everybody do, right? So he did that. Bruce Lee was like, how do you feel? He was like, all right. He's like, okay, hold the bag. And Linda Lee came out. He said Linda Lee, 120-pound Linda Lee, kicked the bag, and it threw him back, bro.
Yeah.
And that's when he knew that's where he wanted to be.
Right.
Like, he wanted to stay there and train.
Yeah.
And I thought that was dope.
Yeah.
'Cause you don't even think about Linda Lee, bro. You know what I mean? You don't even think about Bruce Lee's wife, and was she cold with it?
Well, that one movie, right? The one movie, Enter the Dragon, where it was about his life, the autobiography or biography. She was a tough cookie, and she gave it back to him because he was, you know, he was one of us. He was trying to figure it out, right?
Just a man, yeah.
And he was an innovator, and he was a forward-thinking kind of a man, spiritual, and you know, the 6-inch punch, and yeah, Bruce Lee's the man, dude.
Yeah, bro. Super beastie.
Dude,
I'm ready. I'm ready to watch that.
my dad is a 2nd-degree black belt in Hapkido, which is Korean Taekwondo.
Yeah.
So growing up, we watched kung fu flicks, and he would practice his shit on me.
Yeah.
You know, like just sparring a little bit. But my dad was so fast, and that was the thing about Bruce Lee I remember is how quick he moved.
Yeah, bro. Well, like you said, it was just a man, bro. He wanted to do it all on his own too. He found a way.
He found a way.
Found
Yeah,
a way.
you know, and I thought it was interesting how they talked about the curse. You know,
Yeah.
his family was cursed, and
Brandon
that's what,
Lee.
and Brandon and the
That shit's
Crow.
sad
You know,
as
the
fuck.
Crow is
It was-
like it's
yeah.
it's a cult classic.
Yeah. And if y'all don't know about the Crow, that shooting scene,
Mm-hmm.
apparently some of the bullets were supposed to be fake, and not all of them
Not
were.
all of them were. They're supposed to be
So-
blanks.
You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what I meant. Sorry.
No,
But
you're
yeah,
good. You're good. I got your back.
But he also mentioned one more thing before we get into the sports, which I was proud of because there's been a lot of portrayals of Bruce Lee as this arrogant dude that really couldn't fight like that, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
And once upon a time in Hollywood had a scene like that
Yeah.
and kind of played him cock. And Kareem was like, I didn't like that because Bruce wasn't even that type of dude.
Right.
Like, Bruce he wasn't cocky. And he was like, real tough guys don't talk about it.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
know, like, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, he was never that guy. Like, he would just go and like teach. You know what I mean? Like, he was just like a genuine dude.
Yeah, the toughest guy is not the loudest guy in the room.
Yeah. And I loved hearing
100.
Kareem say that. I love getting like a legitimate.
I thought it was unique to see a man at 7'1", like is it Game of Death, where he goes to different levels. I don't know. I can't remember either.
The one where he pulled him down,
Mm-hmm.
put him down up the
Yeah,
stairway.
and he kicked him in the.
Yeah. Tall ass reach. That
And
shit was weird to see, bro.
And that just showed how good his balance. And Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was a monster, bro. The sky hook. We all had a hook in high school.
Yeah, but his shit was
short
his
guy
shit
and a
was
short
crazy.
guy too. You had to have a hook, or you
Yeah,
was getting
you
blocked
gotta get
all
some
the time.
space, yo. You gotta make some space somehow out this motherfucker.
I mean, shit.
But yeah, bro, I'm ready for this documentary. I can't wait.
Yeah,
And
I'll
30 for
definitely be
30s
tuning
are
in.
always dope. If you ain't seen a 30 for 30, watch them all.
Yeah.
Steph actually was like, earlier, she's like, I want to watch a 30 for 30 because he just loves documentaries.
Yeah, I love them.
And I was like, shit, just go watch them all.
This week I've been watching the Medal of Honor recipients on Netflix.
Yeah.
It just highlights a couple people and their stories about why they got the Medal of Honor, which is there's only been like 4,300 awarded, and there's been there's so many soldiers
Yeah.
coming and going.
A shit ton, bro.
I mean, this one guy got shot 4 times and still kept fighting to make sure his squad got to go back. Like, it's just these guys are and live to tell the story.
Shout out him.
Yeah.
God, gee.
Just check it out. It's on Netflix. If you just something. It's they're like I think they're 45 minutes.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Comfortable Hustle Podcast. We about to get into this NFL shit.
Yes.
What you got, Willie? We got anchor man Willie, reporter Willie, sportcaster,
So you see, I
broadcaster
got
Willie Jones in the
I
building.
got the Who Day here.
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? There's not been a lot of news in the NFL, but it does sound like everything is on track to go. Now, whether or not that this season they'll have fans or not, I still don't. Nobody knows the answer to that. But they've already allowed the coaches to come back.
Yeah.
They have certain personnel to come back. Everybody's getting tested.
They're getting prepped up.
They're getting prepped up. It looks like it's a go for the NFL season, which is awesome.
Now, quick sidebar. Did you hear about the few college football players that supposedly got COVID?
Yeah, Alabama.
Yeah.
Alabama had like 3 or 4, yeah.
You think that'll have an effect on decisions?
The only way it'll have an effect is if they feel I don't know, man. There's a lot of it's still unknown.
So many factors,
but
bro.
Part of me is just like, open it up.
Yeah.
At this point, open it up and do the herd immunity like in Sweden and Norway.
Yeah.
Those countries are always forward thinking.
Yeah.
They really are.
But they
man.
still got like a natural process to they medical thing too.
You're right.
They're not all about technology and hypothesis too. Like they still got the ways of old kicking in on some of that shit. Yeah, they still fuck with that witch doctor shit.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta believe in that, bro. Like they didn't tell us to eat our fruits and vegetables for no reason. But yeah, continue. My bad, brother.
No, you're good. You're good. So the NFL, everything's going as planned. Now, here's a couple questions for you, Jason. You got a rookie quarterback for the Cincinnati Bengals. You got a second-year head coach who only won 2 games the first year.
Mm-hmm.
On defense, you'll probably have 7 new starters.
Okay.
On offense, the offensive line, you'll probably have 3 new starters. How do you get that all going together so quickly without the mini camps and things like that? Yeah, I imagine they're on Zoom all day long. You think they're just having meeting after meeting right now online?
I don't think.
I mean, what about a new head coach?
I think they are doing that. They got to do that. But I think
some people ain't even met the new head coach in
they're going to have to go into some
Carolina.
mind state of playing some good old-fashioned football, bro.
Get back to basics.
They just have to go into this like, hey, these are the
That
plays.
always
Let's
does.
have some fun. Let's do it right. You know what I mean? Let's go at 110, and just every play we make, let's make it perfect.
When you go back to basics,
You got a quarterback that's used to improvised playing,
man,
so
I'm
that's
excited.
a big
Man,
plus.
I'm excited
To
about
have Joe Burrow as a
That's
quarterback
huge, man.
with a team that's not going to be able to get familiar is a plus.
And
It might be an advantage at this
the
point.
one thing that not a lot of people are talking about that running back for LSU, Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Yeah, I'm not hit.
Well, he was the running back for LSU, and I'm here to tell you he's Sproles size, and he is dynamite with the ball in his
Like
hands.
width and everything,
He's
with height, all that.
he's about as thick as maybe a little thicker, like a Mark
Let's
Ingram
go.
thick.
Yeah,
He's 5'8" or 5'7". He's just so hard to get down.
let's go.
But he caught the ball really good out of the backfield.
Yeah,
Giovanni Bernard, Mixon, both can catch the ball really good out of the backfield.
they don't use
What
Giovanni
helped-
enough, by the way. That's a big problem.
Yes. What helps a quarterback that doesn't have a great line and doesn't have a lot of time to throw the ball? Dumping it off.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the 2 running backs for the Bengals are gonna. I think they'll both have over 50 catches.
I need Mixon to blow up this year.
Well, he's in a contract year.
Yeah,
You know, they usually play. Everybody usually DBs, quarterbacks, running back. Everybody usually plays really good on that contract.
yeah. My only fear is The O-line situation.
That's what
Our O-line, I think I probably said it last show too, but
Jonah Williams at
O-line,
left
bro.
tackle, I think, is an instant upgrade.
yeah.
The left guard is going to be Michael Jordan, second year. He had signs.
Who's our oldest?
Who's the oldest
Oldest
starter
and best.
is Trey Hopkins, the center, who beat
Okay.
out the first-round pick, Price, who's a bust, in my opinion. Then you got Hart at right tackle, and you got the Samoan Zuafilo at right guard.
Yeah, fire.
Yeah.
All right, that feels good.
I mean,
That feels good. But Burrow is going to be,
Burrow better learn how to dump it off.
yeah.
And he was really good at running, but he was also really smart when he would slide.
But if we got those plays to where, what is that? I don't know what that play is called. I'm not even going to try to remember. But if they get real good at that play you calling, like the dump it off and
Yeah.
faking those,
Yeah.
and he can move with the ball,
Yeah.
that's going to open up some shit
But
too.
then there, you know,
That's an easy 12 yards.
AJ Green 6'4".
Yeah.
The new kid they got from Clemson, T. Higgins, is 6'4".
Yeah.
Auden Tate's 6'4". So that's, you fake and go.
Yeah.
And he's a good decision maker.
Mm-hmm.
Of course he's going to have problems. Even Andrew Luck had problems
Yeah.
first year.
Yeah.
Peyton Manning
Andrew Luck disappeared
had
too,
a horrible first year, for the Colts.
Yeah.
But
And Peyton Legend.
you just, like I said, you just want to see those moments where it's like, okay, I seen it. Like
Yeah.
Carson Palmer when he first came in, he beat Baltimore his first year, the second season.
Carson was our last best quarterback.
Yeah.
Like
hands
he
down.
was a fucking beast. But yeah, I'm ready for this NFL season, man.
So let me ask you this: the Bengals don't have like a ring of honor.
Yeah.
They don't have like a hall of. They have like guys they highlight, but there's nothing around the stadium to show their, they're like the ring of fame or something like that.
Yeah.
So, what 5 would be on yours? Here's my 5, and then I'll let you go. You're out, but I would go Anthony Munoz, Boomer Esiason, Tim Crumry, Ken Anderson, and then I would throw Chad Johnson in there, man.
Yeah.
Chad
like
just
those.
made us fun to watch for 10 years.
Yeah, facts. I gotta go Anthony Munoz too. I gotta put him on there.
That guy was so
I actually
big.
met him in real life, shook his hand. My fucking hand's bigger than my whole body.
Man, he's so big, dude. He's a big human being.
Carl Pickens.
Carl Pitt. Yeah, we
That's
already talked about Carl.
my dude. Running backs, I don't really have a favorite running back, but
Corey Dillon.
being
maybe.
smart, Corey Dillon. I gotta go to Kale Spikes.
Yeah.
And is that 4?
Mm-hmm.
And for real, bro, y'all gonna hate me, but damn, what's his name? Is it Fitzgerald? I'm getting all the Fitzes in my head right now. Fitzpatrick. There you go. He just left.
Yeah,
he just left, bro.
He hasn't got picked up yet. I don't
You know what I
think.
mean? I like him in the secondary. I don't care what y'all say.
Actually, no. I think he did by Carolina.
Like,
I'm sorry.
I loved him in the secondary, bro.
He had his moments. These last 2 years, he missed a lot of tackles.
But there's also like James Brooks and Icky Woods.
Love James Brooks. And
So,
Ickey Woods.
Let me take out Fitzpatrick and put James Brooks in there.
James Brooks was a monster.
Because I love a good receiver, and you know what I mean? He was a fucking beast, bro. That's throwback,
Dude, he was
throwback.
really,
throwback.
really
He
good.
was really good, bro.
Mhm.
Like, he ran his pattern amazingly, caught the ball. He never wavered on a stride, bro. He was always solid.
He was very solid.
Very solid, bro. Bump you, he gonna move on you. He ain't running out of bounds on
he
you.
could take a hit.
Yeah, he's not gonna run. He never
Deliver
ran out of
and
bounds.
take a hit.
And I was a young boy, but I remember James Brooks, bro.
James Brooks was money, number 21, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro.
But
Him
yeah,
and Ickey Woods complimented each other so
that
well,
was
too.
perfect. That was a perfect
Because
duo.
James Brooks could catch the ball out of the backfield. Ickey was get you the tough yards. And James Brooks could bust a few.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Mixon, I think he's going to have a big year, man.
He got to. We need him to.
Dumping
100%.
off, man.
That's
Dumping
very,
off.
very, very
And
necessary.
like you said, take it back to basics.
Yeah.
I think the defense is going to be better. I think DJ Reader next to Geno Atkins
Mm-hmm.
makes a huge difference.
That sounds
because
like
Reader's the 6'3", 245, just come off a Pro Bowl season,
Yeah.
fourth-year player.
It's like we said last week. It's gonna take 2 people to guard all them.
It is, and
If they blitz them, it's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
Somebody getting through. You better dump
And
it
they
off.
just drafted 3 linebackers, and then they brought the guy from Baltimore, Josh Bryans. So
Yeah.
now they got 5 good linebackers now, young, fast, energetic, got a little experience.
It's gonna be interesting, bro. It's gonna be different without the fans, but still gonna be interesting. Still look forward to my Cowboys. Apparently, Dak has not signed his shit yet.
Yeah.
He got to like mid-July or some shit. I'm kind of overdue. He should have took I think he should have took the initial money for real. But they like offered him 35.
Man, you gotta take that, don't you?
35.
You gotta take that money, bro.
What's gonna happen when they be like, all right, you know what, bro?
Last
Never
year,
mind.
Tear your ACL getting out of a shower.
Anything can happen to you, bro.
Anything, bro.
Like, don't be foolish. Don't be foolish. Is that all for the NFL, bro? Is that all you got for the NFL? The National Football League?
It's been kind of quiet, man.
Yeah, it is. They ain't doing nothing. It's
You
all
know,
it's all
Colin
prep.
Kaepernick, I just want to say, you know,
Let that man back in.
I'm ex-military. When I first saw him kneeling for the flag, my initial knee-jerk reaction was, man, that's different.
Yeah.
And then as the years have gone by and the videos have been released and all the information has come out, I'm like, wow, he was ahead.
One thing I never understood about the Kaepernick situation, he was never kneeling alone. Like,
No, he
there
wasn't in
There
the
was women's
opposite team.
soccer players
And
that
there
were
was,
kneeling.
yeah, different people on
There was-
different teams
yeah.
that were doing it too.
And they weren't all black.
But they
You know
didn't
what I
have
mean?
the afro, and they
Yeah,
weren't as.
we talked about that.
we talked
too
about
before
that,
the show.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he fit the bill of that. The guy, the you know, the people that still are on that train of thought. He fit the threatening black guy profile to
Right.
them, to those people.
To those people, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Of course.
It is what it is. But he got his apology. I think. I wonder how much it matters to him. You know what I mean?
I don't think he.
After
I don't
all
think
he
after
went
all
through,
he
bro.
Went through, bro. And then, yeah,
After all this shit he went through, like,
I
does it
don't
even? Is it? It might be too late for some things. Sometimes you gotta think before you react, guys. You know what I mean? Just a lesson.
that's big.
You know what I mean? You gotta think
No,
about it. And
you
I'm a victim to that all the
You
time.
gotta swallow some feelings sometimes, and it sucks.
Yeah, I'm not good at that. I'll admit it.
Yeah,
I'm
not either.
I'm a reactor. The older I get, the more I react.
Yeah.
You know what I
You
mean?
know, Jenna's always like, you need to be proactive instead of reactive.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Shut up!
What?
I'm reacting now. What?
Cut
No.
the crust off my. No,
Whoa, bro.
no, it's Sammy.
Sammy?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
What's your go-to cold cut sandwich?
Oh, bro.
What are you? I'm a ham. I love ham.
Now, if we just if we just keep it simple, bro, I want turkey.
Okay, you turkey.
You know what I mean? I
I'm
like the
ham.
pepper turkey. I
Ooh.
don't want that honey shit.
I
You know what I
like the
mean? I like the
Cajun one,
smoke.
too. The
Yeah,
Cajun
Cajun shit.
smoke.
Fire. Boar's head. Shout out
Boar's
Boar's head.
head's so expensive.
Delicious
bro.
it is, but it's fire, bro.
It's good, bro.
It's fire, bro. I'm bougie when it comes to the dumbest shit.
Now, do you get the roast beef that's bleeding, or do you do the roast beef at all?
I love roast beef.
Yeah,
Roast
so
beef is a
boar's
very
head.
is
Yeah.
on my bougie list. Is it's pastrami and roast beef on my bougie list. You know what I mean? And then it's Black Forest ham third on the bougie list.
Dude, I love ham.
You know what I mean?
Uh,
I don't really like basic ham anymore because I've ate too much cheap ham.
right.
Kind of ruined ham for me.
It can.
You know what I mean?
You know, you talking about the boiled and all that.
Yeah, bro, that shit nasty as
It
motherfucker.
is
It'll ruin
nasty,
some
bro.
poke. But
Every once in a while, bologna sandwich. I love salami.
bro, I love
too.
fried bologna.
I love fried.
On the
bologna.
real nigga list, bro, fried bologna.
I love
Put the
fried
cheese
bologna.
between two of them. You got to
Mhm.
cut across the bologna and get that bubble out.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Then you get them singed on both sides. You put the cheese in the middle, other
Mhm.
piece on top, and get another last singe. Throw it on the bread with some mayo, whatever you like to eat. Some
Mhm.
sour cream and onion chips, and get busy.
I like egg on mine, but I'll break
Fire.
fried egg.
That's fire.
Yeah, that's fire.
That's fire.
See, I do GLTs too with Geta.
Yeah, GLTs are fire. too.
GLTs
I've
are
had the
fire,
restaurant
yeah,
version.
yeah.
I never know. I'm not a big Gator fan, but I'll eat that shit.
Yeah, I love Geta, bro.
You know what I mean? I got to make it, and it got to be crispy.
Everybody
or-
in my family eats Geta. Did
yeah.
you hear that the Grippo's factory burnt down or caught fire this week?
Bro, didn't they go?
Everybody,
Yeah, I know.
everybody
they
was
closed
saying.
down for something, yeah.
Well, no, like 2-3 days ago, man. It was a huge fire, and everybody's like, "Go get your Grippos now." You know what I'm saying?
That's fucked, bro.
Yeah, that's
Extra crispy
Shout out
Grippos.
to Grippos. Sorry to hear that,
If
man.
y'all don't know Grippos, man, if y'all ain't local and y'all listening, that's
Yeah.
our local.
You gotta
It's a
flip the bag.
staple. It's
Before
Ohio
you
staple.
Eat 'em, you gotta flip the bag at least once or twice. Get the seasoning
Yeah.
up in 'em.
I ain't no chip fan, but all these motherfuckers like them, so they must be
You
good.
just said sour cream and onion. What's your favorite chip?
Nah, like it got to be on a sandwich or on a burger. Sour cream and
you-
onion
you
all
crush
day.
'em? You crush 'em
Yeah.
on it? Oh,
Hey, bro, sour cream and onion on just a normal at home.
you like the Pringles?
Basic
I like
burger.
the Pringles ones.
Hey, all sour cream and onion I'll fuck up, but Pringles I'll fuck up various flavors of. That's a chip I'll fuck up.
Yeah, I like Pringles.
There's something about them. It's the shape, it's the tube, it's the whole experience. Bro, I just be smashing them.
Yeah.
And they got a lot of flavor.
So Jenna gets the little pouches They got the variety, which my mom never bought.
Some munchie talk, guys.
You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
get the little bags of different, like the little boxes. They had the little boxes of cereal.
Yeah.
I'd be like, Mom, I want this. She's like, you better go over there and get a box. It's fucking.
Bro, what's your
Because it
top?
was always like
What's your top
$4
cereal?
more expensive, huh?
What's your top cereal?
It's Fruity Pebbles.
Fruity Pebbles, my dog.
Fruity Pebbles.
I
But
always used to tell people, like, I don't care what you're going through that day. You find out you're going to die. Your dog get
love
hit by a
Fruity
car.
Pebbles, bro.
You eat a bowl of Fruity Pebbles and everything gets better. I used to say it to people. They thought I was crazy.
I will say this,
Not me.
though. The older I get, there's a post-protein mix with like honey clusters.
Bro, those fire too.
Pistachio. They're
Those
so
fire
good,
too.
dude. It's the green box. It's got
Those one little clusters that come with that you don't really know what it is.
It's got pistachio.
It's like
and
granola and
sunflower.
shit too.
Yeah, man.
Hey, bro, them fire.
Yeah.
Honey bunches of oats, all that shit.
Every
Let's get
once in a while,
let's get
some
with it.
Frosted Flakes with a banana.
Hey, Frosted Mini Wheats the shit too, bro. The
Mhm.
strawberry, the blueberry ones too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, we gonna get back to sports,
Sorry,
guys. We got y'all know what we do before the show. You know what I'm saying? It is FBS Studios. If you haven't seen the logo,
Funyuns are my whip.
I ain't had no fun since
And
I was a little one.
I love Funyuns, and my girls love it. And then hot fries and
Hot
pork
fries,
rinds,
bro. The Andes.
Yeah, Andes.
Yeah, bro.
That's the
Fuck
other
them
one.
Chester hot fries. The
Yeah,
Andes, bro.
Andes are the
Gotta
ones.
have the
Gotta
Andes
have
cheddar
the
fries.
caps.
The
Yeah.
Andes cheddar fries too. Mix them up. You ever mix the Andes cheddar fries with the hot fries?
Mm.
Mix them up and get busy.
Mm.
Man, listen.
And I do like the super hot Cheetos.
Yeah, Flaming Hots.
Mm-hmm.
Flaming Hots, bro. You smashed them back in the day. You gotta eat them to the bag gone. Your mouth gonna be on fire. You gotta just eat them to the bag gone.
You really want to mess your tongue up?
Yeah,
Eat
bro.
some of those and then do some Sour Patch Kids. Your
Oh,
tongue
you
is
dead.
done.
And then drink like a really carbonated soda after that shit. It's gonna hurt a little
It
bit.
is gonna
That
hurt.
shit gonna hurt. Like drink like a Sprite. Your shit gonna be tingling.
Bro, you ever eat them firecracker sausages?
Yeah, bro, I fucks them up,
Dude,
bro.
I
The one
love
with the
them with
pig lady on it.
cracker.
Yeah, try to be sexy pig chef
Dude,
lady.
I'll tear them up.
Bro.
Firecracker sausage.
Bro,
I
you
like
about
them
to have
better
me
than-
going into a childhood pole nigga snack time.
I like this better than Slim Jim. I didn't like Slim Jims because it always it's too greasy.
Bro, all you missing is a fudge round, oatmeal cream pie, and two
I like
zebra
round-
cakes.
Well, we always got Little Debbie's in my
Have a
house.
honey bun on deck.
A couple of them don't taste like they used to when we were a kid.
No, they
You would
don't.
be
They
disappointed.
changed the recipe of everything, man.
What's Major League Baseball doing?
I don't know, bro. Back to the sports.
Are they going to even play this year?
I don't even. You know I don't like baseball, so I don't care.
Right.
But thinking from a fan perspective, I wouldn't care anymore. I'd be like, fuck y'all.
So in the beginning,
Like, we waiting.
again, like we get the knee jerk reaction.
And it's the most playable sport in COVID.
Yeah.
It's the only non-contact sport.
That's a great point. So it's a stalemate, the owners and the players, and there's been more information come out, and the players are actually not arguing about the money this year, but about next year
Yeah.
with the players union.
Yeah.
So I kind of it shed a little light on it,
Yeah.
but at the end of the day, they're missing. So now the NBA is going to come back before Major League Baseball. Even if baseball tries to execute it quickly,
Mm-hmm.
they're still so far behind on the planning
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
they're just standing around waiting for the orders. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So
I do understand that too, like them being mad
players
about.
it's for the future, the next 3 years, and they don't want to go to a knee jerk reaction, and then all of a sudden 2 years into it, they're like, "Man, we shouldn't have done that."
Yeah, facts.
But I think where they kind of hurt themselves is the casual fan, the
Mhm.
person. I mean, we've talked about last 2 weeks, the casual fan who doesn't know what the Reds roster is. It's like, "Oh yeah, I'll go to a ball game with you, so I can eat a hot dog and
Yeah.
have a soft pretzel and a couple beers and experience and get the hell out of the house for a little bit."
You
without,
losing that
without
extra.
spending too much money, you know. Kings Island's the next level.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But
And
like,
that's another one. Kings Island's allowed to open up now. Before they were
I
getting
might
ready to
actually
sue
fuck around and
Cincinnati.
go this year. Ain't been in years.
Man,
That's our
yeah.
local amusement park, guys.
Yeah,
It's
Kings
is it-
Island.
it's not Paramount anymore, is it? Who owns Kings Island now?
It is Paramount.
It is
Kings Island.
Paramount?
Yeah, I
Okay.
think it is. I could be wrong.
Oh, didn't Six Flags take over?
Yeah, it is part of the Six Flags
Okay,
family.
yeah.
That's right. Because
But yeah, man. But to what you were saying, I do get them losing money because, like we was talking about before the show, there's no ticket sales, there's no
Yeah.
audience, there's no concession.
there's
sales,
there's nothing moving.
there's
except
nothing.
A little bit of merchandise.
You know what I mean? Like
Did
and
you
that's
take-
just motherfuckers at home ordering it.
Did you take your stimulus check and buy nothing but Bengals gear? No.
Yeah, there's no promotions. Like there's
Man,
nothing
it's the worst color to try to match something with.
with the black and orange.
Man.
Yeah, you gotta find some SBs. You gotta get some Nike SBs or some
Yeah,
weird ass
yeah.
colors, or some
I know.
Chucks.
Chucks.
And you might have to get them customized on the Converse
And then their
website.
jerseys are just, I don't know, man.
They ugly, bro. Like I thought, like literally as a teenager, I was like, if they just change their jerseys, they play better. Like just as a joke,
Yeah.
because it's the stripes. They get confused looking at just the stripes, and they get like this vertigo effect, bro, and they can't see.
Well,
It's like throwing a ball. Wait a minute, interception.
man,
I thought everybody was everybody. I couldn't
it's
see
been
nothing.
tough, dude.
Yeah. NBA is making big moves. NBA is the only ones that's showing more signs of advancing towards towards the finishing of the season.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So the NBA
really with the facts, man.
approved the restart that starts July 31st,
Mm-hmm.
and the finals will end no later than October 12th. All games played
so late.
at Walt Disney World Resort. There's 22 team format, 16 teams that were already in playoff positions, plus 6 teams currently 6 games or fewer behind the 8th spot. There's 8 games before the playoffs, and 8 teams from each conference will be in the playoffs.
Yeah. Before you keep going, brother, the Portland Trailblazers was the only team to vote against it. They voted against the 22 team. They wanted more like a 20 team so they could have a better chance of getting the 8th spot. You know what I mean? And I'm rooting for Portland. Like, Dame is my point guard. You know, you motherfucking sports junkies be like, that's my point guard.
Well, I
That's
like
Dame for me.
how they did it because they got the Blazers and the Pelicans in.
Yeah.
The Suns made it, the Spurs made it, the
Yeah.
Kings. You know what I mean? So
It's going to be an
it is
interesting,
going to
like,
be interesting. But I keep looking at the Eastern
like
Conference.
death race almost.
I look at the Eastern Conference, and you got the Bucks, you got the Raptors, Celtics, and the Heat, and that's it.
Yeah. What else you got there? Pacers, Sixers, Nets, Magic, Wizards. Yeah, that's trash.
But you look at the Western.
That's Sixers might.
Yes,
if they come
get their
back with
shit
a
together,
different mind state, they got the team.
they got the team.
They got the fucking team. Wizards, yeah, nah. It's gonna be ooh.
Yeah. That
Mm.
that West side is.
Before I ask you this, I'm gonna
Yes.
ask you another thing. I was watching ESPN earlier today, like I said, it's my background because I was thinking about the show, and they were talking about Zion coming back even stronger because you know he kind of came off an injury.
Oh yeah.
Now because quarantine had more time to heal.
Oh yeah.
And I was thinking about that, like, ooh, that's going to change the whole dynamic of everything. This is going to change the dynamic of the playoff race so much.
Well, let me throw this out there. Who would you put as the rookie of the year? Would you put Zion or would you put Ja?
Ja.
Yeah, because of the bigger body of work.
Ja's a beast, bro.
Oh, dude,
He's a fucking. He
those
do
two
what
were
he
exciting,
want, bro.
man. They was the right picks, 1 and
This-
2.
You know what I mean? It's I'm ready. Like I'm more excited now because of the format. I really don't like it. We lost all the momentum,
Yeah.
and then we were talking about the Lakers like losing momentum, losing that number 1 seed that they were, losing that home court
Well, I
advantage.
think rest will help
like-
them. They got some older players. No, not really.
But it took the Lakers a minute to get warmed up. It felt
did,
like
yeah, actually it did.
to get to max
Now I
potential.
remember.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, and I'm not a big Anthony Davis fan. He's a beast, but he's just weak to me, bro. Like for a big dude, he's weak in that aspect.
He is fragile.
Like, and all you gotta do is if you put your body on him and bump him around the whole game, he might be injured by the fourth
Oh,
quarter.
here's a new. I didn't bring this up. There's a new rule they're putting in this playoff too. You're allowed to designate one person on each team that's allowed to have 7 fouls. So
what?
you know those
You can
playoff.
have a designated hitman.
Yeah. Well, you know.
Fire.
You know, your best player fouls out happens a lot in the playoffs
Yeah.
sometimes. Are you going to give that person 7 or are you going to give an enforcer 7?
It depends on who my best person is playing defense on. If my best person is playing against their best person,
Right.
let them have it.
Right.
But it all depends on my defense style too. Do I do a lot of switching? Am I playing zones? Am I playing man-to-man most of the game? I need to know all these things first.
There's a lot of ways of looking at that.
You know what I mean?
And, yeah.
But initially off top, you want to give that facilitator that starts. So like a Draymond Green,
yeah.
he gonna do my
Yeah,
fouling because he
he-
good at it.
Keep
He
him
gonna
at
foul and make sure the ball ain't
doesn't
going.
go in.
You know what I mean?
I
So like
can't
it's just
stand that.
it depends on who you playing. It depends on who you playing.
Okay.
Like, but you would definitely have to change your defense around it.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever you did it, whoever you made it, you had to change your defense
It
around it.
just adds another layer.
And then the other
it
team can
kinda
play against
That's
that
strategy.
too.
Yeah, man. I
know what
like
mean?
it.
I would love to be a coach, bro. I would love that shit.
Well, did you hear that they were trying to also, older coaches weren't allowed to be on the bench, and then like all the older, what are you talking about? Just
Yeah.
test us, and
Yeah,
they were trying to give an age requirement because they didn't want
Like-
them to be at risk.
like give them the face shield thing.
Yeah,
The
like
whole
I don't
big
know.
thingy with a
I don't know,
respirator.
man. I thought that was something else that I heard on the radio Because I listen to Mike and Wingo in the morning
Yeah.
on the way to the job site. And I'm like, sometimes I'm like, man, what are these? But you can tell all those radio hosts and
Yeah.
everybody, they're like, come on. They like on 1530, Mo Eggers talking about potatoes. Like he's just like, there's nothing else to talk about.
Potatoes. Look, it's
Like,
not.
what's your favorite potato? Like, how prepared? How do you like yours? My favorite potato of all time is au gratin.
Au gratin's a fire.
I like a really good au gratin with like Gruyere and some real pecorino and a little
Bro,
bit of nutmeg.
I'm gonna be real with you. I'm
cream.
gonna go to my upbringing. Every time we have fried fish, and a lot of y'all probably do this. My mom's always made potatoes and onions, which is you dice the potatoes into circles, julienne some onions, and you deep fry them shits.
Oh yeah, dude.
And
Home
you-
fried, like
yeah,
kind of like a home fried.
Kind of, but like
shredded.
you don't, you don't chop them down. You just let them do their thing.
Have you ever been?
Some
to
of them get
Walt's?
crispy on the edge. Some of them be soft, like it's crispy soft.
I got something for
And
you.
with fried fish, ketchup, hot sauce, mustard, all that shit.
Have you ever been to Walt's Hitching Post?
Nah, I've heard so much about it.
Their
so much
potatoes.
about-
That's their potatoes.
Fire.
Yeah, because we used to boil.
Man, what's up?
We would boil red skin potatoes
Mm-hmm.
and then run cold water and chill them, and then you take a back of a knife, you peel them, get all
Yeah.
the skin off, and then you cut them into rounds,
Yeah.
and then you put them in the fryer with the onions.
Let's go.
Dude, it was so good.
Hey, sorry, we talk food. We both been in the cooking game a long time. You know what I'm saying? The munchies might be kicking in. Y'all don't even know there's a Dairy Queen commercial on. Like, come on, guys.
I don't eat there.
You know what I mean? Me either. I get ice cream. I'm not buying food from a fucking
No.
ice cream place. These niggas crazy.
If I go there, I get
It's like a
I
Burger
get
King
a
was-
blizzard.
The
you know
Burger
what I
King
mean?
was like, we got chicken wings. I'm like, nah.
I'll get a blizzard with Oreo or
You know what I'm
something.
saying? Nobody got time for that shit.
M&Ms.
Nobody got time for that, man.
I know they had one last time I was there. Had like pretzels and salted caramel or something.
That sounds delicious,
It was-
though. But back to the NBA.
chunky.
Western side. Who we got coming out the Western Conference, Willie? What we got?
We got Lakers, Clippers, Nuggets, Jazz, Thunder, Rockets. You got the Mavericks. Ooh. Grizzlies, Blazers, Pelicans, Kings, Spurs, Suns. I like the Lakers, Clippers out of there. I like the Nuggets because they're dangerous. The Jazz, it just depends. Thunder is
Yeah, it's like
Mavericks. Luka's capable. Porzingis.
I would like to see the Rockets make a run.
They're going to though.
My Blazers, of course. I want to see my Blazers.
I think.
know what I mean?
I think they're gonna make a run too. I think
Like Dame Dollar.
like the Jazz need to make sure they don't take a team lightly.
Yeah. Who you like out the East?
East
Who's your one pick out the East?
It'd have to be Milwaukee.
The Bucks. Nobody's gonna stop Giannis. If I'm picking with the, with the unpopular, I'm gonna go with the unpopular opinion.
Celtics or Heat.
Celtics or Heat. Yeah, you got it. Celtics or Heat. But if I had to pick one, I'm gonna go with the Heat because the Heat got some weapons now. You got Iggy. That Iggy is a big like key to any team.
Yeah.
That's the guy every team needs. The guy
He
can
sparks.
do everything.
Yeah.
And he's smart. He got rings.
Swiss Army knife.
He know what it takes when your team crippled.
Mhm.
You know what to do when the team.
And they got the
healthy.
crowd. They ended up getting the Crowder kid too, who's a nice.
Oh yeah,
He can guard.
He's
There's
a-
a couple fouls.
he's a good defender
Is
too.
it Trey?
He's a good wild
Trey
Jay
Crowder?
Crowder.
Jay Crowder.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Are you good? Then they still got Bam.
Bam, man. Yeah.
Um,
Tyler Hero, Kendrick Nunn,
and Jimmy Buckets.
Jimmy
Ugh,
Buckets. They got the
They
other white.
nasty.
They got the other white kid that shoots from Michigan.
Is it like McCollison or McCullough or
It's yeah,
something like that with a K? It's a K name.
I know he played it. I know he played at Michigan, and he could shoot lights out.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. He come off the bench too.
Mm-hmm.
Is it
They got that-
Collison?
No. Then they have that Kelly Olynyk too.
Olenek, yeah.
Olynyk.
Yeah,
he
that
give
goof-
you a good
he
15
goofy as
minutes.
hell,
He
bro.
goofy. He got a big ass forehead, and he got long
Lanky as
hair. Why do
fuck.
dudes that tall with the big forehead do with the long hair?
Oh no,
And
bro.
it's flopping around.
They don't realize how
Ooh.
goofy they look. Like your hair looks like your
What's
body.
your favorite color?
Candy.
Candy apple.
This nigga.
I want blueberries.
But yeah, bro. I'm ready.
He had a couple good years at Boston, didn't he? Or he was at least he played.
He held his role down. I think he was a
Okay.
role player.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, we still got 8 more fucking weeks of. I mean, after 8 weeks after the July date, I think, right? Or 8 more weeks from now. Wait a minute. Yeah,
It's
8 more.
it's
8 weeks.
8 weeks from now.
8 weeks from now. That's a long wait.
Dude, that's a long time.
That's a long time. Like I kind of wish they would just would have made the decision and just told us this later, a little closer.
Right.
Like, so now we on another weight.
But there's so much that, I mean, just to have the staff and the medical staff and then everybody, they probably, you know what, if you could have a company that sanitizes things,
Yeah.
you're making loot right now.
Oh, you making bread.
I
You
mean,
making
I don't know, you know
all
what I'm
the
saying?
money. All the money.
You walk around.
Yeah. Got you covered. But yeah, man, how's the draft and shit like that? Because I know you said something about the draft.
Yeah, so the NBA draft lottery is August. To pick the order of the draft is August 25th, and then the draft to be October 15th. There's been a lot of talk around this draft because you got LaMelo Ball,
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing them.
and then you got the kid Wiseman, James Wiseman from Memphis, who got kicked out of Memphis because Penny Hardaway paid his mom's rent a couple months.
Yeah,
It happens. Hey, it's the program.
you know what I mean? They all do it. They just don't get caught.
UK lost a lot of players. There's a lot of them going to the draft that probably shouldn't.
Yeah,
But they're doing what they have to do for them and their families and whatever they feel. That's their freedom.
I mean, it kind of is.
But UK's got 6 coming freshmen plus 2 transfers, one from Creighton and one from Wake Forest. So it's gonna be another good year. It'll be another good year.
Nice. I'm ready. Hell yeah, bro. That's pretty much our sports, guys. Everything's just coming along. Different news from last week though, so that's good. That's a plus. We know shit's happening. We waited fucking forever on the NBA to make their decision. I thought we were waiting longer, honestly.
Here's some randomness for you.
Let's get it.
Eminem's "Music to Be Murdered To" hits 1 billion Spotify streams.
Yeah, that's insane, bro.
Just think about that.
That's insane.
Man,
How much money is that?
that's got to be not only a lot of money.
Spotify killing the streaming game, by the way.
Hey, they just got Joe Rogan too for
Yeah.
what, 10 million?
Got Joe Budden last year.
Yeah, Joe Budden. Yeah,
Shit, they gave Rogan $100 million.
they give him 100 million.
100
10
mil.
10 million a year for 10 years. Good Lord,
And you could do a podcast forever.
dude. Ever. See,
You know what I mean? Only thing you got to worry about is getting hemorrhoids.
what other podcasts besides FNBS podcasts do you listen to?
I listen to Budden. I listen to a little Joe Rogan, depending on who on there.
Yeah.
And depending on where my head is at.
Yeah, definitely.
Really, I dabble into a couple of my homie stuff, Delivery Bros. But I kind of just dabble in a lot of them. Like sometimes I listen to damn, what's that shit called? I don't have names there. I think it's I-95. It might not be that, but it's Carlos from Carlos DC Young Fly from Wild 'N Out.
Okay.
They got a really dope.
They got one.
I
Yeah.
can't think of what the fuck.
I
they
like
show is
watching their
called.
YouTube videos. They're funny.
Yeah, I can't think of what the fuck they program is called because it's the same name as they tour.
Right.
But listen to they shit. It's just a bunch of random shit I'm in and out of.
I like the Mike Tyson hot boxing.
Mike Tyson, yeah, I watched that. That's fire.
I listen to Tiger Belly, which is Bobby Lee and his girlfriend. I
didn't
listen
know
to
what that
Bill.
was.
I listen to Bill Burr.
I like Tom Segura's joint. Can't think of the name of it right now.
I like Theo Von's this past weekend,
Yeah.
and Bill Burr, man, Monday Morning Podcast it's like gold to me. I listen to it while I'm working on the house.
I want to check out Bill Burr's. I haven't heard Bill Burr's yet.
Dude,
But I've
he's-
heard nothing but good shit though.
He just tells you what's really on his mind.
Yeah.
I dig it.
Yeah.
Whether you agree or not, I don't
He's
agree
always
with him.
been real as fuck. Too.
Yeah, he's just real, bro.
He says shit as like this. He ain't got no agenda with nothing for real. Don't seem like ever.
No. And then, but there's all those guys that are doing well are following the model of Rogan, aren't they?
Yeah.
Which is okay because
I mean, he's a pioneer of it. He's been in the game
He really
longer than
has.
everybody.
Yeah.
Like, he started this whole shit. You know what I mean? Like, he's...
Oh, did you hear about the new MMA fight? Silva versus McGregor?
Yeah,
At a
man. How
super
you
fight?
feel about that, bro?
Man, I think if Silva was like Anderson Silva was younger.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair.
No, it's not fair
I
right
don't think
now.
it's fair.
No,
I
bro.
think he about to get
But
himself
don't
killed,
get it
bro.
wrong. Silva's tough or whatever, but he hasn't been the same since he kicked that dude and broke his leg.
Yeah, bro. Like, and that's what he do.
Man,
They put some fucking...
them
They
leg
give him some
kicks, those
adamantium in
leg-
this shit or
oh,
something.
dude,
They
it's-
reinforce it.
I-
They calciumize it. That's not a word. But I'm worried. I saw that. I was like, oh, no. I've never been worried about a fight in my life.
McGregor, when he hits you with the left, you go 9-9. But
And Silva is like one
that's
of my
not
top
really
fighters.
the fight I wanted to see.
No. Like,
Where's
It's-
Nate Diaz at? I want to see Nate get at least he scraps.
yeah, I think it's gonna be bad, bro. I think it's gonna be bad.
So you think McGregor got him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't really like McGregor. You know what I mean? Like
I've been a fan of his.
I just like I love that shit when he was like, I just want to apologize for no fucking reason at all. I love that.
Dude.
I love when he said
When
that.
he said, "Hey, baby, get the red panties on.
Yeah.
It's happening tonight."
Yeah.
Like he's just,
Like I like his swag.
he does got some swag.
I like
He
his
gets a
swag.
little-
I don't like his fighting style though. I think that's what it is. I don't like
During-
watching him fight.
During the Mayweather thing, there was a few questionable below the blow. Like, whoa, dude,
Yeah.
don't talk about it. Like,
Yeah.
like, ooh.
Yeah.
There are sometimes you, even if you are, everything's open. It doesn't mean you can. It doesn't mean you should.
Yeah, you gotta be discreet sometimes.
Sometimes, man, use tact.
You know what I mean?
And he even said he was believing his own hype, and I imagine that happens, bro.
Yeah, bro. He challenged for
You
it,
know
bro.
who?
You're a
Imagine
little delusional challenging that man.
Who's the boxer from Cincinnati? We've talked about him before. The show.
Hey,
but-
Adrian Broner?
oh my god.
Yeah, he an idiot, bro. He a dumbass.
Like, and
That boy
he's
is
got so
stupid.
much
He
talent.
do too much drugs though, bro. He party too much.
He's a partier.
And that's my
Okay.
assumption. Like I know niggas that party.
Right.
He be in his bag. But at the same time, live your life, young man. Just hope you don't fuck it
Yeah,
all up.
dude,
Don't fuck
dude.
it all up though.
Yeah.
Hope you got some money in the bank.
He just rubs me the wrong way.
But it is boxing. They love that
That
brings the
bravado, the
fight.
showmanship. Yes.
brings a fight. So he might know what he doing.
I think he's like that all the time.
He might be.
He's just that guy.
Bro, Cincinnati cats, bro. That's
There's some
some of us don't turn off, dog.
some
You know what I mean?
you
Like,
know, and like just his interviews alone. You want to talk about cocky?
yeah. I don't think you know. He probably don't, like you said, he probably don't know no way to be. No other way to be.
Well, that's probably
For
you
real.
know. Yeah, you're right. Maybe that's what's got him. Yeah.
How you feel about Mike Tyson coming back, bro? We
And-
might have talked about it, but I want to talk about it again because
Because
it's
Mike
interesting.
Mike Tyson was always one of my favorites.
Yeah.
I watched all his fights growing up. I used to cut a hole in the towel and walk into the living room like I was about to do something. Like, because he
Yeah.
didn't even have a robe. He just had a towel. He cut a hole in and put his big melon.
Yeah.
And he come walking in. And, you know, I had Mike Tyson's Punch Out growing up.
Yeah.
Mike Tyson,
I'll never beat that game. It still bothers me to this day. Never finished it.
there was like some cheats to it.
Yeah. You had to cheese the fuck out of that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'd love to see him fight again. I don't want to see him fight on like, because I've become a fan of hot boxing.
Yeah.
And he's a lot deeper than people give him credit
Oh
for.
man, dude is a fucking genius, bro.
He is, man.
Like his life experience has like created like this brilliant philosopher type of
He's
guru
definitely
level
he's deeper
dude,
than
bro.
he's deeper than what people think, and even probably deeper than I can even
yeah,
wrap my head around.
yeah,
But he still has that edge,
for sure.
and that's
He's been letting it be known too.
oh yeah, man.
He's been letting it be
He'll
known.
call you out like, why are you bringing that up now?
Yeah.
That's 15 years ago. Why would you bring that up?
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
talk. Let's talk about now.
Yeah.
He's dominating the weed game right now, like
yeah,
for real.
He killing that shit.
He
bro.
is killing
There's
it,
a lot
bro.
of motherfuckers making that money. Steven Jackson doing that shit too, bro. The weekend.
What are you
He
gonna
got
do,
his own
man?
shit.
It's a business.
It's a bunch of motherfuckers that's getting it right now, bro. In the weed game.
You
We're
know,
gonna probably talk about that next week.
Somebody through the rumblings said Trump is talking about legalizing marijuana.
Mhm.
That's how he wins.
Oh yeah.
He just said,
Until cancel culture is like, ew, you did this. Like it'll be a bunch of motherfuckers against it, but they'll lose that battle.
they'll lose that battle.
They'll lose that
Yeah, it's.
whole.
I mean, all they have to do is look at
Like,
the
it's-
tax
it's-
structure of Denver, Colorado, right
yeah,
now.
it's like motherfucking state politicians now. That's like, yeah, let's do it. Fuck it.
Hey, let me get here's
We
a
love
question
it.
with you. I was talking to Jenna this weekend. Up in Denver, Colorado, they did a demonstration, a peaceful demonstration,
Yeah,
where they all laid down.
I saw that.
And my wife goes, "Yeah, I expect that from Denver." And I was like, "What's that mean, baby? Explain." She
That's
goes,
me.
No. She goes, "People in Denver are like more open-minded, more outdoorsy."
Oh,
more,
okay, hell yeah.
So she
Hippie minded.
Not yeah. They're
Yeah, like,
you move to Colorado, you go hiking and
That's probably how they
you know
protested
what I
like
mean?
back
You
in the
start
day.
wearing Birkenstocks and shit. I don't know, but to hear a woman's side, because at first I was like, "All right, that's cool." Didn't think of nothing. She's like, "Oh," she expects people in Colorado to be smart. It's just, is there any other states where you expect people to be smart?
First, that's a dope ass take, bro. Like,
Yeah.
that's super dope. But I don't think I've ever thought. All right, now like the one place that kind of gives me, I don't know if it's smart, but seem more open minded,
Mm-hmm.
and it's literally only from stories. Most from Steph and like, is Portland because apparently
Oh, Portland would be dope.
Portland is like this place to where like, you know, even I'm trying to think how it was told to me. Like I hear a lot of stories of stuff to where like you'll have somebody with a lot of money, You know what I mean? But they look like they fucking homeless.
Yeah.
They ain't wearing the fancy clothes, but a pull out a fucking MacBook, and that's the only thing you'll be able to tell.
Right.
It's like that open cafe and, you know, community type place.
I agree. Portland.
And that's just from stories. I have never been to Portland, never even been to Colorado.
I've been to Portland. I flew out of it. And what you think it looks like is what it looks like. It's just green, beautiful.
See, I like that, bro.
Yeah, bro. That part
That's
of the
why
country.
Ireland's like a place I want to go because it's just green.
Yes. That part of the country I've flown out of twice.
Yeah.
Once to South Korea and then come back. And both times, like, flying in, it was, like, breathtaking with the ocean and
Is
the shoreline.
Portland one of the, like, really big go green states? You know, like Seattle was like a go green state?
Oh,
Like where, or like,
Oregon, and
not go green state, but you know what I mean?
you know, I totally get it, but you got to remember the redwoods. That's all part of. It's all going up that coast, man. They say it's a beautiful drive. I just have not made it that far yet.
You know, bro, I think like in quarantine time with all this being in the house and literally being forced to just deal with your electronics, especially for me because that's my work too.
Mm-hmm.
I think a dose of that type of nature would be super fucking healthy.
On Joe Rogan, he had the winner of the season 6 alone.
Yeah.
And the guy made it like 74 days surviving, and just hearing him talk, he was a regular guy, but there's perspective.
Is that the show your homie was on?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Barry Karcher was on it, and he won it and got a half a $1 million prize or whatever.
That's so.
But this dude
fire.
had lived in Siberia with reindeer, indigenous people, and he's been. It wasn't fair that he.
Yeah.
But that's okay. I mean, that was his life experience. But
Yeah.
he said he started out taking trains cross country with his brother, just hopping trains.
That's fire.
Like I don't know if I have that in me, where I'm like, all right, let's see what happens.
I probably would when I was younger.
Yeah, now
With the right person.
with the right person, yeah.
Like, oh, no, I'm not doing no shit like that alone.
Oh yeah.
Not out of fear, but I'm like worried. Like, what if something happened? Ain't nobody to tell nobody what happened.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's always my worry. Like,
Yeah.
it's not really the fear. It's like, okay, what happens? As long as somebody knows what
Yeah.
happens.
He said when it rained, you were wet. When it is, you know, I didn't
Siberia,
know what I was
bro.
gonna eat, but I went for it.
Siberia got a reputation of just
I mean,
being
this guy
rough,
killed
too.
a moose with the bow and arrow, and
You told me about that.
yeah, dude, he
That's
cleaned
wild,
it. He cleaned
bro.
it with a Leatherman.
Them the
a
motherfuckers
3-inch
you want
knife.
around you when if the world just burns down.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
and you,
You
gotta
gotta
live
have-
off the land.
Who's your guy to go to? You got a guy? My stepdad
Shit.
George is. That's my first call. Like, hey George, I'm.
Bro,
come get
honestly,
you.
I don't think I got nobody like that, bro. It'll probably be me or my Uncle Glenn. But you know what I
Yeah.
mean? He was on that.
My
you know,
stepdad George he's a sharp dude. He'd be good in that situation.
It probably just have to be me, bro. I'm the adapter of the family, bro. I just have to be
Yeah.
figuring shit out. Like,
Definitely.
For real, like fuck it. I don't know. That's a good thing to think about. Do you ever think about prepping,
I do, and
like stocking up on your waters and getting the
we
shed and just putting everything
canned goods.
in?
We bought a little extra,
yeah.
but
extra. You know, I ain't heard that in a minute.
you gotta get a little extra. But my whole thing is like if you're really gonna do it, you gotta have that generator.
Yeah.
But what's the generator run on? Fuel. So you gotta have a
stock
fuel,
on it.
and you can't 55-gallon drum of 55-gallon drum of fuel. There's certain rules and regulations about fuel storage at that amount.
yeah.
Yeah. But
Is there an expiration date on fuel? Like, it's
no,
not
but there
completely
is some
sealed?
no, but there is if it sits for a while, you get sediments.
Yes, yes.
You know, it depending upon if it's in heat.
Yeah,
There's
so
all
you
kinds
got to
of-
prepare for that storage too.
Yeah.
Go out there and move them around every
Well,
so often or some shit.
You know, survival. I think human beings are capable of doing a lot of things when put in those situations.
Yeah,
And I also think there are some that will fall by the wayside.
Yeah.
It's just how it is. We've been surviving our whole life.
that fight or flight shit kicks in too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've been in a lot of those situations. Like, I'm confident in my ability to survive that shit.
Yeah.
Not saying the initial bump wouldn't affect me like everybody else,
Right.
but I was like, all right, let's get it.
Let's get
What can we do right now?
Right.
I don't
agree
know
with
yet,
that.
but let's figure that shit
it.
out
Let's figure it out.
fast. Cause 2020 got me thinking about shit like that, man. I'm always thinking about shit like that anyway. Cause I'm just a super apprehensive person. Like I just can't get out of my head a lot of times.
Right.
But 2020 got me thinking. Cause you don't know what the fuck, bro. A couple of days ago they're talking about 5 asteroids were heading towards the Earth.
I read that story, but they're on their trajectory.
Yeah, it's like
is
3 miles away or something.
300
300 miles,
miles.
some
Yeah,
crazy
yeah.
shit.
But still.
I want to see them shits.
Oh, here we
One's
go.
supposed to be the size of Empire State Building.
Yeah.
They ain't never happened in our lifetime.
No.
Not 5 of them. Not one.
There's a lot of firsts.
One said it was as big as the stadium. One said it's as big as the Empire State Building. I'm like, which one's what? But anything can happen, bro. If they like, you know what I mean?
You know,
What's your first move? It's like, actually, those asteroids are coming at us. 2 of them. There's no chance that any of us just.
what do?
You know, hug and kiss somebody and, you know, make a sandwich and just wait.
And I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
you know, 2 years ago, Jeffrey wanted a survival bag, and his grandpa put one together, and he's got like one of them life straws that you can use. You can actually drink out of a creek with.
Yeah.
He's got a water turbine that'll charge his cell phone. He's got all these little, you know, kind of things, and we put it in the backpack, and it was
That's
one of his
dope.
Christmas gifts or whatever.
Yeah.
So on a bigger scale, though, it's like we got 2 little daughters. It would be crazy, man. And you know, traffic would just be, people would be trying.
Everybody trying to leave. People ain't got no manners.
It's better to just bunker down and see what you can do.
That's what I said, bro. If I ever get money, like money, my extreme thing that I would buy.
Shipping container storage.
Not even that, bro. I'm gonna have an underground house under my normal house.
Yeah, I've seen them done with them shipping containers.
Like,
you seen that?
Yeah.
That's dope.
But I'm gonna hire a contractor and shit. And
You
in the
gonna
house,
do it right? Yeah.
it's gonna be 3 tunnels that I can fucking have 1, 2 cars in there. I'm talking about
Right.
space, bro. Like, and I can drive out. I need 3 of them just in case one of them shut down. They all go into the middle of fucking nowhere, pretty much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're going for it.
Like,
You
real
remember
shit.
the movie Gleaming the Cube?
Gleaming the Cube.
It was a
Sounds familiar.
It's a skateboarding. But one of the kids had his room was out in the bomb shelter. It was in the backyard, and it was so cool, dude. He had like a little half pipe in there and everything. But that would be something I would definitely be interested in.
Hell yeah. We just talking shit, guys. We coming to the end, as y'all can probably tell. Cole, I do got a couple things music-wise, just 2 songs y'all could probably check out. You know what I mean? I'm putting my notes up here. The boy Joyner Lucas, he has a song with a I think it's a group. You know, watch the video, but you can't tell if it's a band or just with a lead singer or not. It feels like a band. Called I Prevail.
I Prevail.
Featuring Joyner Lucas, and it's called DOA.
Okay.
And it's got like that
Dead on
rock
Arrival.
feel. You know what I mean? And Joyner doing this thing, and it's one of those deep shits. Just dropped like 3 days ago. It's kind of social conscious. Like, just, it's fire, though. It's fire.
I've enjoyed Joyner Lucas's work.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's brilliant.
definitely, he's very, very creative and different.
Um,
And I appreciate that.
Yeah, I fucks with him.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking nuts, man. Run the Jewels. They got a song called Just featuring Pharrell and Zach De La Rocha. Roca. However you say
Yeah,
it.
from Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah. See, I didn't know who that was.
Yes.
But the song is
Zach
fucking
De La Roca.
fire.
I'm going to have to listen to that before I get out of here.
Hey, I'll put it on, bro. That shit's fire.
Zach De La Roca is my favorite. Rage Against the Machine, they were touring this year for the first time in a long time, and then it got canceled.
It's different. It's
closest.
definitely got that Run the Jewels feel.
Yeah.
Like, with that Pharrell. It got the feel of everything.
Nice.
Like, it's dope.
Yeah, my son's been making beats, man. He's got Fruity Loop Studios.
Yes, he has,
and,
bro.
yeah, you know, it's been a tough time because he's out of school and he's staying up later, and we just been trying to motivate him in different ways because, you know, life ain't all about sports. There's a lot of college kids are like, wow, what's gonna happen if baseball doesn't come back and all that.
Yep.
And what's my grandma always said, don't put all your
eggs in one basket.
Boom.
There you go.
So
I was about to say like napkin or.
I'm just trying to create.
Put all your eggs in a napkin.
French toast. But I'm trying to keep him well-rounded, man. You know, he fought the band when we first put him in it, but I told him it was just necessary because studies have shown that you do use the other side of your brain when you make music. So
that's one thing I respect about you, bro. That's one thing I need to do better at in my parenting is figuring out how to open my son up to different shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, a lot of resources I just don't have or just don't know where to go. But when it comes to, like, just shit that I know how to do, shit that we do around the house, like, I need to get them into other shit.
You know, I made a list, and it helps a little bit. I'll make a list, like, there's a few things I haven't done with my son. I try to get a couple of those off every so often. I don't put the pressure, like, got to do this list by this year.
Yeah.
But I'm, you know.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that because I know I would hate that.
Yeah.
Like, I hate being told what to do.
Yeah.
In any way, like.
Of course.
Like, because it's not because of ego. Like, it'll psych me out.
Yeah, I know.
I'll shut
you'll
down.
talk yourself out of it.
Yeah.
I know.
It's like, I need you to do this. Like, huh? If you just let me do it, I'd been fine. I would kill that shit. Like,
But you know what's humbling too is like you see somebody who's like at the top of their game and they're talking about, yeah, I'm afraid of failure.
Yeah.
And we're all afraid of failure.
We're all human.
And we all have these different ideas of what failure is and
Mm-hmm.
what success is. And there's so many outside influences. And at the end of the day, just be happy and try to achieve that level where you can just go.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of work to do.
Be your best you.
There's a lot of work to do.
Keep trying
Me
to be your
personally,
best
there's
you.
a lot of work I got to do.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a lot of friends. You know, and that's,
But I'm in the
that's you
trenches.
included. I got a lot of friends that are in the trenches right now.
In it.
In the aspect of trying to build something for themselves and break the mold.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Always trying to.
And for us, motivation for me, because I've been trying to do it for a few years, in and out the workforce, not having the best luck, you know what I mean, doing everything I can to do to make money while pursuing my dreams.
Right.
And it's like, it's humbling for me to see my homies trying the shit too. It's less lonely.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's like,
man.
I'm not the only
Yeah.
one taking these chances. Like,
You got to take some chances.
You know
You know,
what I mean?
everybody says you
it shouldn't
show
matter.
me a
but,
successful man. I guarantee he's failed a couple times. You
Yeah,
know,
you
what I
gotta
mean?
fail,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Like, that's on the road to success. You don't succeed without failing. But Willie, if you ain't got nothing else, dog, we can wrap it up.
Man, wrap this thing
You know what I'm
up,
saying?
man.
It's been the Comfort Hustle Podcast, bro. We at the Dojo, FNBS Studios, and it's been a good time talking to you guys. Once the sports kick back in, we'll kick back in, but we'll be back next week.
Yeah,
You
got
know,
some
we
good
do
stuff.
got soul food. We might just on more soul food, more life shit.
Might
until
do
then.
a little bit of music too, because
Oh,
I
gotta
felt your
get to
energy
music.
at the end there.
Yeah. We got to get into the music because we big on that. You know what I mean? We send each other shit all day. So, until then, guys, thank you for listening. Do your
Yes.
likes, do your subscribes, do your shares. Tell your friends
Tell your
about it.
friends.
We're soon to be the dopest podcast
Josh
out.
Brewer.
You know what I mean? Oh, what's up? What's up, Brewer?
Yeah, you
You
said you drink your
motherfucker.
coffee and smoke a cigarette on the porch listening to us.
Yeah, hope you had a good time, dog. You know what I
Hey.
mean? Don't be a stranger. We're going to
Look-
see y'all next week.
Your chest look like you got titties.
Damn.